Yeah. Okay, cool. Right, that's where my mic started.
You can hear us now.
Yeah, you can see it moving.
Hello, world!
No!
Live from New York, it's Saturday night!
Nice.
It's actually Sunday night. That's fun, bud.
Thanks, Dave.
Hey, I'm not on random stuff. You know me by now. I don't know why they're showing Ireland on the TV. Why would they show that? Why would they show that goal of all goals? Hang on, what's this now?
It's going in.
This is silly. Show us Richie sat here. Never fought a long enough to show that.
Yeah. Sounding good? Sounding good. Okay, so we're sounding good, we're online, everything is sorted. The beer area is not good. I'm going to turn up the beer area a small bit. Okay.
Do what you have to do.
Right.
The nerves of hitting me again.
I know, the nerves of hit. Okay, so this we should be pretty much sorted now. We have our mics fixed, mic's perfect. We have the stream pretty much done. Yeah, you can just check on your phone there if you have the internet, because it might be better because it doesn't use up the thing then. But yeah, so 19 minutes till kickoff. You can see the camera like right, the clock right there, yeah, there.
I'm just, this is weird. I don't like this. It's reversed as well.
I know.
I'm easily confused.
So yeah, we've 19 minutes and counting. Dundalk players are still out doing their warm-ups, just doing 1-2s. Cork City meanwhile have come and gone, so they're in the changing room. Johnny C came out earlier to have a look. We have our Cork City gear on. We are all sorted. We're just going to turn the camera around slightly this way so that I can show you what the Cork City crowd is like.
There it is.
There it is. You can see that. And a general view of around the ground. There's the Dock fans. So yeah, that's a very quick view. Obviously we're not allowed to broadcast any of the game, so we're not going to be turning the laptop towards. If we could do that, that would be great. But no. So
we can't.
We can't. So essentially, Dave wants this. There you go. So yeah, you'll be seeing us over the course of the game. Your phone has gone really like slow. Yeah.
I am 3G.
I'm gonna have a look, see if I can. I'm having a problem with authentication. That's alright. So Dave.
No, don't ask me. Don't ask me about that. JC being interviewed. Have we told them the teams yet? Or are they looking at the teams?
Well, they're looking at the teams.
Okay, right, take it easy.
Oh no!
What they do have a banner. Shed Side Army. This is the biggest game since the Cup 10 matches we haven't beaten.
It's about time. It is about time. It's about time that we do it.
No team sheets, we'll take a picture of it. They're no team sheets.
No team sheets.
Yeah, you're gonna find no team sheets.
Fiddlesticks.
Lads, that's very bad.
We took a picture of it, so you have to write it down somewhere.
Okay.
We know our teams.
Yeah, we know. Well, we'll know the teams. We know Dundalk well enough anyway.
We have a team sheet.
We do, yeah, but we don't have the numbers. But it's grand.
Stephen Kenny's having interviewed his teams on really booed by
that's the nature of it. You have to deal with whatever's thrown at you.
Much of an impact will that have on the game, I suppose. Your team has a huge amount of pace in the squad, in the attacking third of the pitch anyway.
Yeah, it means, set plays and things like that. The wind becomes a factor and all of that, and you have to deal with it. But listen, these are things that we're well capable of. Used to it. It's not worth.
We're just getting everything together. We're now turning out towards the corner where Mark Dundalk are now coming off the pitch. We've had interviews with Johnny C. We're having an interview now with Stephen Kenny, which is why I'm talking over him. And we're getting ready for what's sure to be an absolutely massive final here at Lansdowne Road.
On a rare occasion, we actually have a screen, so we can see what we're talking about.
Oh yeah, I know, yeah, exactly. We do, we have a little monitor in front of us, so you can see what's going on. That's really good. That's really, I asked for a line in it.
Thank you.
It's not fun, it's on pretty sure.
Oh, right.
Not proper Ryan.
Oh, yeah, but okay. Well, so we're here. This is quarter hour to go. Dave, I'm not going to ask you about the results because we're not going to preempt anything, but I will ask you the key battles in tonight's game, the key decisions. Firstly, I'm going to ask you about Colin Healy. Now, Colin, he's been out the last while. He came on against the end of the game against Bohemians. He's not starting tonight. Do you see him coming on at some point in the game?
Yes, particularly if it gets towards extra time. If we get towards the third game, say 0-1 or 1 with 90 minutes to go, 20 minutes to go, then I can see Healy being thrown from the bench because he is that kind of player that can change the game. Obviously his fitness isn't the best since he got that heel or ankle, one of them injuries anyway, ankle was it, yeah. Obviously, since then, you're not going to risk him playing 90 minutes. We tried that last year in Oriel Park. He didn't exactly have the best game for something like this. I know it's completely different from here. It was Kev O'Connor in the stand, I think, could be. That's the risk. We were talking before the game about how we thought it'd be one curveball. Or I said anyway, I thought it'd be John O'Flynn. It wasn't. It's been Kev O'Connor now. Such a huge game, such a young man. I would have personally had done Dan Murray in there.
Yeah, I think I would have had Dan in myself. Dan is a very accomplished player, he's very experienced. I suppose maybe that's just a question of, the legs. Like maybe for O'Connor, Johnny C might be thinking, look, there's a lot of kind of old guys, maybe we need somebody with a bit more pace with them. I'm not really sure, but I'm glad to see that Kevin O'Connor starting. I would have also played Murray, but I'm glad to see Kevin O'Connor starting at least. So that's good. But so we're out here. We're waiting for the teams to come out of the tunnel. It's a quarter of an hour left before the 3:30 appointed kickoff. We'll see when the referee Dave McKeown does kick off at that time. But if not, we'll start the clock on the time that it is. Aine is down there. Aine Buckley is down there sorting everything out. We have our lanyards. It's all very official. This is all very official. We're extremely excited. Like I've said before that games like these don't come around very often. You've got to enjoy it. I think a lot of people are feeling very nervous on the way up from Cork, is what I kind of picked up from people. But you've just got to enjoy the occasion as both a player and a supporter. You've just got to try and enjoy it, lap it up as much as you can, and just hope that the breaks go your way. We played Dundalk obviously at the end of last season in that winner takes all game. We had a few breaks, didn't go our way. We hit the post. The goal could have been handballed by Hoban for the first goal. And there's been a few things that just kind of haven't really broken for us. So hopefully tonight those things will go for us and we will come away with the cup. If we do come away with the cup, don't expect to see me surfacing for weeks. Just a small note on the weather. It was lashing rain in Dublin yesterday, absolutely hammering it down, so says Dave. It was also hammering it down this morning on the way up. The pitch presumably is extremely soft. The groundsmen now are just making sure it's in good condition. We've already had one game on it earlier today. That was the Women's National Cup final. That was won by Wexford Youths. As we said, they beat Shelburne on penalties. 2 late goals for either team in both normal time and extra time. A fantastic game. Hopefully the actual senior game won't be like that because I don't think I'll survive. It's the weather's starting to clear up, but the pitch it could work to our favour. It's been lashing very hard. It's not the surface that Dundalk are used to playing at home. I know they've done very records, but I really think that City have an excellent chance of doing something today and finally breaking that mould of whatever 10 games it's been since we've beaten them. There's a small bit of drizzle just started up again, but that's going to pass over very soon. Looking towards the city end, there's kind of the clear skies are starting to break over, whereas the dark clouds are drifting away. City, there's going to be a big display planned. Unfortunately, the banner is kind of half been unfurled already, so we can see the end of it. But we will read it out when it gets properly unfurled. There's a huge City support now. That entire bottom section of
Good afternoon,
the
ladies and
stand,
gentlemen. Welcome to the
the
Aviva
south stand is now being totally taken up. We still have people
Cork
coming
City
in.
and Dundalk.
My family
Let us know
are
some
somewhere,
teams for today's encounter.
somewhere near
Cork City.
So this is the team's going to be named out
Number
here.
1, Mark
We
McNulty.
will go to our fancy starting
Number 3,
team graphic
Alan Bennett.
to show you that in
Number
full.
4, John Dunleavy.
John Dunleavy captain the side today.
Number 5, Darren Dennehy.
Darren Denny in to centre
Number
back as well.
11, Ross Gaynor.
Presumably Ross Gaynor will be in left back.
Number 14, Kevin O'Connor.
Now we have Kevin O'Connor, who we think will go on the left hand
Number
side,
19,
or the
Paul
middle.
Shepherd.
We'll have Shepherd, who will be probably behind
Number
Marky Sullivan, we
20,
imagine.
Billy Dennehy.
Billy Denny will be on the right.
Number 22, Lee Miller.
Miller will sit in front of the back four.
Number 23, Mark O'Sullivan.
No explanation needed.
And number 26, Gary Buckley.
And Gary Buckley will play in the middle. So that's what we're expecting.
John Caulfield.
John Coffin will not play, but he will be influential.
Number 1, Gary Rogers.
So Gary Rogers in
Number
goal.
2, Sean Galvin. Number 3, Brian Gartland. Number 4, Andy Boyle.
Who captains Dundalk
Number
today?
5, Chris Shields. Number 7, Darren Horgan. Number 9, David McMillan. Number 10, Roland Finn. Number 14, Dane Massey. Number 17, Richie Towell. Number 21, Darren Meehan.
So
And
that's,
the manager, Stephen Kenny.
so that's the Dundalk team. Davis found his family. That's the Dundalk team. Obviously, speaking of that Dundalk team, Dave, one man, the name always gets brought up. He scored against us a few weeks ago. Richie Towell. He does always score against us. But Richie Towell, here RT are showing you, if you're watching your screen, RT are doing a bit of a thing. We hope you're watching the game live on RT and you're listening to us. That's what we hope you're doing on your tablet or your computer or whatever. Richie Towell, what sort of impact is he going to make in today's game?
He's going to be something like Gary Buckley gets here. I think the raid was stopped, which is a bad thing for City. I think we play better when it's horrible, scrappy. It's hard to tell who's going to go up against him. He's obviously going to be centre mid. But then is Miller going to pick him up? Is O'Connor going to pick him up? Could Buckley pick him up?
But we've seen that game that he played against Bate Borisov where he was pretty much anonymous, for want of a better word. That was because he was kept turning away from his own goal. He kept being forced away from his own goal. That must be the key for City tonight, just to make sure that he doesn't have space in front of him to run into.
I think that they're trying to get the tricolour banner going, but
yeah, the Commandos. I think that's what I think it is. It's the City tricolour, the green, white, and red. There's also C84 tifos. There's loads of banners down the front. Corky is down there. We have the banner up on the middle stand, which you'll see. Well, we'll see what happens. We've been informed that there could very well be. I've been told in a 3-figure number the other day. But 80 buses, Dave said. 89 buses coming up from Cork. 2 trains with the boats of 450 in them each. 50 odd buses coming up from Dundalk. 3 commuter trains which can easily hold over 1,000. It's huge. Even the middle section across the way from us here is pretty much filling up. Especially the upper stand is really filling up. It might look slightly empty on the telly behind the studio because it kind of shows up more of the empty seats, but for a cup final this is pretty packed.
We had 32,000 in 2010 for the Rovers game. Look, judging by that, and I don't know what's below us as well, we can't see what's below us attendance wise. Now it could be, I'd say, close enough to 30.
Yeah, it could be 30 here. We do have the City section, which is it's not quite full yet. I imagine it will be filling up. There's still 7 minutes to go. John Caulfield is getting a final word in with RT Sport. Teams are hoping this is the time to get excited if you're a Cork City fan or if you're indeed a Dundalk fan. In 7 minutes, less than 7 minutes, to the biggest game in our club's history. One of the biggest games in our club's history. Certainly the biggest game in one of the 2 biggest games in our new club's history. But since its refoundation, it's huge. So we're going to leave those teams on the screen view for a second with our graphic in the background. That's the way City line up. It will be Mark McNulty in goal. We imagine that it will be Johnny Dunleavy our right back, Alan Bennett, Darren Denny in the middle, Ross Gaynor left back. Then we'll have Liam Miller in front of the back four, Kevin O'Connor, I'll start on the right, Billy Denny on the right hand side, Gary Buckley in the middle, Kevin O'Connor on the left, and then Carl Shepherd to play in behind Mark O'Sullivan. Dundalk, we obviously have Gannon and Massey, who are the wing backs, Brian Gartland and Andy Boyle. Interesting note that for today's game he was picked up a knock in the last game of the season as the first player has been set off. And
we were informed to see Dundalk was going to start.
Yeah.
They did not made it as a FAI Cup, and we got seen on the start. But obviously not hasn't recovered from that knock against Brian last week.
No, that's it, yeah. Hasn't recovered from the knock quite yet. He's on the bench. He could very well feature in today's game. I would imagine he will feature in today's game. But it's Chris Shields that will play, so therefore in front of the back four, a very experienced player, a brilliant player to be able to bring in for that. Then we will have Darren Horgan on the right hand side. We imagine that it will be Meenan on the left hand side, with Richie Towell obviously in the middle playing that playmaker role, and then we'll have Ronan Finn in behind David McMillan. Interesting, Kieran Kilduff doesn't start against his former team, which could be interesting. I suppose City are very good at the aerial battles. Pace is our problem really in the back line. David McMillan probably more likely to exploit that, Dave.
Sorry, hang on, I got distracted there by the teams coming out.
So the teams are out! Kids are coming out onto the pitch, and you can hear the atmosphere here at the Aviva Stadium. The cup is on a flint, which is what we always like to see. And referee Dave McKeown leads out the two teams. It's Cork City at the Aviva! It is Cork City against Dundalk. Fucking hell. Against Dundalk. It is the FAI Cup final 2015. You're here on Rebel Radio. We will pause for a second to let you take in the atmosphere. The flares going off. It's brilliant, and we'll be back very soon.
The players of Cork City and Dundalk will now be introduced to Deputy Lord Mayor Dublin, Councillor Donny Dolan, FAI Presidents Tony Fitzgerald and Paul Henderson of the Irish Daily Mail.
So that's the answer. Our teams are out. Unfortunately, well, you probably have an idea what's going on if you're watching on TV. We're not going to say what's going on. We'd rather talk about the football. But certainly, City making a great atmosphere. The Dundalk fans at the opposite end, at the small end, are making also a great atmosphere. The teams are just meeting the dignitaries. This is all the formalities. Dave, as a player, do you really want to have to go through this?
No. I've been there for the county finals in Galvin and in soccer as well. You just do not want to. Right now, these players are focused. They are in the game. They just want to get the whole game started. It's the exact same with sport. You've done your warm up, or I have done my warm up. They come in, they're going into the game. Got the team talk in Caulfield. That's in their heads now. This is probably the last thing they're going to do. Have a little more today, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll have a tweet wall up. You'll see that being loaded up there. If you tweet us at our presenters, that will come up for you. You can see Tim Galvin. He's sitting on the other side of the stadium since it's absolutely Baltic. It is pretty cold there. Conor Philpott, best of luck to our presenters. Mark Gould got your points ready for Lansdowne. We never got those points. But Max, if we win this cup final, we are coming for you and your points. So that is how it stands. We're gonna win us.
Corky was here.
Corky is down the front, leading the fans down the front like a capo, like a big cheetah capo. Daniel Lee's face up on the screen. We saw the cups. Here is Arana Vian, and we will lead you. out. The sun is just breaking over the top of the North Stand, and we are ready for the 2015 FAI Cup final. Cork City at the Aviva against their old rivals Dundalk.
No, they don't like doing that either. Players watching on the screen, not real players.
Really?
That's pointless as well, like.
So that's interesting. We've seen RT have the teams up now in front of us. It is Mark McNulty who will start and goal, the Ballincollig native. What a Cork City absolute stalwart. Has been exceptional since taking over as the #1 role. He's been brilliant. John Dunleavy, coming from Wolves, the former Irish under-21 international, starts right back. Then we have Alan Bennett, Darren Dennehy and Ross Gaynor. We're kind of running through quickly. Liam Miller, City's big signing, is down here as being on the right hand side. He's not. Liam Miller will probably start in the middle. And Ovens native, I keep saying Ballincollig, but he's Ovens, which is correct. Gary Buckley played with me with City's 17s, a fantastic player. I thought he was better in defensive midfield, but anyway. Kevin O'Connor, then with Carl Shepard, the player who's already played at the Aviva, and Billy Dennehy. And then up front, we have the man who exemplifies everything that's great about Cork City, the local hero, the former roofer. It is Mark O'Sullivan. Can he get a goal on the biggest stage in Irish football? We'll run the Dundalk teams are there down in front of you. They're on the TV as well. This is just an absolutely magnificent. It's a magnificent sight. The sun breaking over a magnificent stadium. Absolutely packed for an FAI Cup final. Two of Ireland's best teams, the best two teams in Ireland, facing against each other. 4-1 is one of the biggest prizes and remains one of the biggest prizes in Irish football. Dave?
As Steve Alexander Tony says, that's definitely not a league at all.
I know.
No one here, no teams, no nothing like. And I'm looking for press box, right? We're not on the road teams. All the roads back like.
So,
oh my God.
Yeah, the nerves have been building. We're being down towards 1 minute left. Actually, the clock has already gone because we're past time. So I'm just going to restart that properly so that we can get the proper time on it. So it will be City that will win it. No, it's Dundalk.
And City will play into their own end in the second half, into the ninth half. Oh my goodness me.
So we'll get this going, we'll get the clock going once. Dundalk will play from left to right as we see here from the press box. That is from the north to the south end. Both cities wearing their home kits. It will be Dundalk to tip off, and we're going to get going for this, probably the biggest game in Irish football. David Keolis is checking with his match officials to make sure everything's okay. He's checking his watch. We're about to get underway, and the tension is building. He's making sure that everyone is where they should be.
On the ref the last time we won the cup and the league, and we're away with you.
So we're underway here at the Aviva Stadium, and it is Dundalk will start ball up towards Dave McMillan, headed away strongly there by Alan Bennett. It's a good start, knocking down the midfield, trying to win by Carl Shepard, but he can't get it. That is Meanan there, that's near onside, plays it in towards Sean Gannon, but Darren Dennehy's there to cover and clears away well. It's up towards Mark O'Sullivan, Gannon against Brian Garland. Garland had to jump on him there, gives it to Chris Shields. Shields taking off the ball, that's good stuff there. He goes down injured, but the play is going on, he's not buying it. Sean Gannon giving it back into midfield. It's with Andy Boyle, Dundalk captain, gives it out the left hand side. It's with Massey as the play just kind of puts down first, calms down small. But this is Richie Towlin's first touch in tonight's game. Gives out left to Darrell Horgan, former Cork City player. Got promoted. Billy Dennehy robs him of the ball. He's down on the right hand side. Beats Horgan. He's coming up against Andy Boyle. He's still on the right hand side, coming towards the box. Cross in, it comes off ball. Goes towards Mark O'Sullivan. Header Mark O'Sullivan, but easy held by Rogers. But first shot on target there for Cork City is Mark O'Sullivan's header. Good work there by Billy Dennehy down the right hand side to rob Darrell Horgan. Took it past him, crossed it in, deflected off Andy Boyle, but Mark O'Sullivan's header was straight at the goalkeeper. Dave?
That's going to be a huge battle, O'Sullivan against Garland. Garland over the past has got better than O'Sullivan, and particularly in the league started last year. Himself and Boyle almost double marked him and completely took him out of the game. Early on there, O'Sullivan had space for that header, so maybe it's a good sign.
Maybe a good sign. Play goes on in his Shields. It gives it back to Brian Garton, the former Monaghan United player. Imagine back to the time that he had with Monaghan United, he'd be thinking that he'd be at the Aviva in 2015. Ross Gaynor now, that's deflected off Meanan, is it? And goes out for a Cork City throw-in on this near inside. My heart is thumping in my chest. It's absolutely thumping.
Shaking. I do not want to talk on this anymore.
It's Ross Gaynor. I almost half wish now that we didn't have to. Yeah. Ross Gaynor now the left hand side, throws it in. That's for Carl Shepard to try and win. He does win the header on towards Mark O'Sullivan. Mark O'Sullivan can't get the better of Brian Gartland. It does kind of fall into path. Gartland clears away. Gartland winning the first two battles there, but he did have to jump on the car. Yeah, two massive players playing. That's going to be a huge battle, Dave, isn't it? Mark O'Sullivan, Brian Gartland.
They're two bowling balls, the pair of them, like. And I'll say that Sully has. I said Galvin's got the better in recent times. Sully scored twice against Dundalk in the last 2 games, so maybe not. Playing on here, Gain is throwing.
Gain is throwing up towards Mark O'Sullivan, ahead of the way there by Boyle, and Towell flicks it on. It's Kevin O'Connor gets ahead in towards Gary Buckley. Buckley's didn't know whether the header chested down, but it was poor. And now it's breaking onto Richie Towell. He gives it out right. That's for Meenan, but good work there by Ross Gaynor, and he wins the ball off Meenan. That looked dangerous for half a second there for City, but Towell's pass wasn't quite perfectly weighted, and Gaynor was there to make what was a good tackle in the end.
It's something what you don't want to see really. Richie Towell running that through the fence, especially in space, like good tackle by Gaynor.
Left hand side, one there by Mark O'Sullivan. That's his first header of what hopefully will be very many more, but he can't find another City body, but it will go back to Gary Rogers. Rogers now gives it back to Andy Boyle. This is and Dave, we talked about do you think that Dundalk have any sort of advantage having won already trophies in the way that City have just kind of lost out in the last moments? Will that be something that'll be effective?
Because they're not really able to. They haven't really had to go pedal to the metal for the last 3 games of the season. City have. We still have the whole lot of second, and we did do so in the game against Pats. We had to play well against Pats, we had to play well against Dundalk, we had to play well against Bohemians to secure second, and we did. They would not have had that intensity in their games. They didn't against Bray anyway. 4-0.
It was Sean Gannon down the right hand side. Gannon cuts back inside looking for Andy Boyle. He finds him. Andy Boyle just takes it back into the Cork City half. Out left now to Dane Massey. Massey inside to Richie Towell. Towell turning away from goal, being shepherded there well by Miller. If that can keep going, it'll be grand. Ronan Finn in towards Dave McMillan. McMillan gives it back to Shields, and Shields out left to Towell. Towell takes it on. He has space in front of him. His ball in towards McMillan, is it? And he shoots, so that's just wide. No, it's Ronan Finn actually with the shot there, just went wide and right of Mark McNulty's post, but that kind of warning sign for City. Didn't close down properly, and we're almost punished there.
Really easy for Dundalk to get through there.
Yeah.
1 or 2 passes. Someone came charging out from the defence. I didn't see who it was. I think it might have been Benno, and just had space in behind for Dundalk players. That's another big player actually, Ronan Finn. He's always when he was on Rose, I always thought he was on the right, and he hasn't really done much to change my mind at Dundalk yet so far. He has to have a big game as well, because he's the link between Towell and McMillan. So it's a bit like Kevin O'Connor. Mark Sull free header. Yeah, Mark Sull drifted into space. They're going to free header, but they can't knock it on. It goes, hops a bit high for John Dunleavy, but he wins it down again. That's good work. Donegal native gives it on to Mark O'Sullivan, who's fouled there by Chris Shields, not given by Dave McEwen. It's in towards Richie Towell now. Dundalk with a chance to break. That through ball is in towards Alan Bennett. Bennett's going to play a back pass to Mark McNulty. The back pass wasn't good by Bennett. McNulty also kind of lost his footing and slices it out for a throw, and it's going to be nervous moments here for McNulty. He's been waiting for a game like this his entire career. Now it's come along. He's just got to hope that he grasps it. I don't like this anymore. I don't want to do this.
It's with Dayton Massey now on the left hand side to throw it in. He's looking for Darrell Horgan. Throws in that towards Ronan Finn. Finn now back to Massey. Massey has to work to keep that in. Does keep it in, deflects it off Liam Miller, and it will be a Dundalk corner. First corner in tonight's game. Goes to the Lily Whites, and that was it was a poor back pass, actually, or pass back towards Massey, but he knew how to keep it in and force the corner.
We talk about Garland from defence as well. He's a big bully of a centre back going up now. Himself and Boyle, every single player back defending.
Yeah, we see this all the time where Dundalk score a lot of their goals this season from set pieces. Presumably City have been working hard on it. They conceded one from a bad set piece. Shepherd's off the back post. Pick up Chris Shields. There's a lot of pushing and shoving.
It is Garland. Garland and Bennett, there you go. No, that's not actually, he's calling
Massey.
Massey, yes.
Massey and Bennett. Garland is getting stuck in. That's where he's being patrolled there by Darren Dennehy. He's getting a shove as well. Cross comes in, that's towards the back post, and Brian Garland gets ahead of it, but it's well wide and away to the cheers of the Cork City fans. You can take a
breathe.
Yeah, breathe, exactly. We'll probably be saying that a couple of times over tonight's game. I think my voice is definitely going to be gone by the end of it.
If we score,
oh my god, don't even say it. Don Dunleavy's just down tying his shoelaces. That's a really quite intelligent play. Or sorry, it's Benno actually. Just slowing the game down. Dundalk had a build up a bit of momentum there. Might just kill it off as Mark McNulty's about to take this goal kick. So both fans making plenty of noise. The ground is extremely full for an FAI Cup game. As the ball goes over the top there.
O'Sullivan's being fouled there.
Yeah, by Garland. Garland gets away with an awful lot on O'Sullivan. Ball's headed up into the air and headed on there by Ronan Finn. It's out on the right hand side. That's Meelan, yeah, plays it in towards Finn. Finn down. No, sorry, it's McMillan actually. And Benno again. That's two brilliant sliding challenges there from Alan Bennett. First on McMillan and then on Ronan Finn. Really good start here quick throw and played back. This is for Meenan. Meenan now into, sorry, it was Gannon into Meenan. Plays off Gary Buckley and out for another throw in. Buck's taking one for the team there.
Yeah, right in the chest.
He's probably used to it at this stage. Played centre back for Leeds. Fine player with Leeds underage level. Well, yes, and then played centre back for City at underage level. That's where he went to the midfield. He's been playing there ever since for for City. As Meenan now plays it off. O'Connor goes out for a throw in on this near inside. Meenan to take. Massey, sorry, should I say? Massey to take again. Plays it in towards Meenan. That was back to Gannon. It was Gannon actually, and it will go out for a throw in. So Gannon with the throw here. Plays it in. This is to Meenan. Meenan now back to Gannon. Gannon plays it inside Chris Shields. Shields now takes it on, gives it out left hand side to Dane Massey. Dane Massey now is coming up against Liam Miller. Crosses it in, that's in the back post, that's for a Ronan Finn header, but Kevin O'Connor was there well. Tracked back well and headed away, and that was almost very dangerous Cork City because Kevin.
Again, too much space on the left hand side. Bill Davis across the back.
Just watch the run here that he took there. Ronan Finn just slipped in between the two defenders, but O'Connor did really well. Just absolutely no fear, no hesitation heading the ball away. But it will be a corner for Dundalk again. It will be Darren Meenan to take this. Mano has a lot to prove in today's game, this afternoon's game, whatever you want to call it this evening. Meenan will cross it in now. He seemed pretty upset there. He was looking for a run that didn't come. He's ready to take it now. Meenan now, that's surely gone out. It has, and a poor cross for Meenan. He was frustrated at his players for not making the correct runs, but that was a really poor ball by Meenan. Meenan Mulls takes it quickly, gives it out right. Oh! No, I think McKeown was saying the ball was rolling. Because he did some sort of a dash. You can see what we're doing now. So when I do something, I'll be like, yeah, it's not actually anything. Anyway, so it will be a Cork City goal kick.
You can see it shivering.
Yeah, I know. It is cold. It's
at least it's clear.
It's kind of a cold that gets into your bones. It's not like windy or particularly like freezing, but it's just kind of cold. It's chilly. Ball out towards Mark O'Sullivan.
O'Sullivan gets the head again against
Garland. Goes well to get the head against Garland, and he has Richie Town coming away, facing towards the goal, plays it back towards Guy Rogers. Rogers with a long clearance over the top. That's for Alan Bennett. He has Dave McMillan running in on him. That's difficult for Bennett, but he does do well to win. Just fends off McMillan, plays it out for a Dundalk throw in on the Sparran side. So adds up around the ground for Ireland's game against Bosnia and Herzegovina. That's going to be here next Friday, next Monday, yeah. Thrown in now. That's for McMillan, or sorry, for Finn. Finn to take down here. He's coming up against Kevin O'Connor. Plays back towards Darrell Horgan in the edge of the box. Plays it in. That's knocked back by Richie Towell. That was supposed to be into the path of Dane Massey, but City break now with Carl Shepherd on his left hand side. Sporting pink boots. He's taken out by Chris Shields. Will that be yellow? Dave thinks it is. I think it's pretty cynical too. But I wonder will Dave McKeown want to give out yellow cards so early? We're only 10 minutes into today's game. Yeah. I mean, it was cynical.
Steps away from him, right?
Yeah. I try to be too, but I'm trying to make up for Cuddy. Like 3 weeks ago, and he was just slagging off like everything to do with Dundalk. Right?
Well, you know how I feel about one particular player. We'll see how long it lasts.
So it's a gainer now. Free kick just inside the Cork Dundalk half, should I say? Literally just 2 or 3 yards inside the Dundalk half. Dundalk taking a very high line here at the edge of the arc. It's a good ball into Billy Denny. I didn't quite hop up from right, and Dundalk have a chance to clear it. Now back with Gaynor. Gaynor's header is poor, and it's on to Horgan. Now it's 2 against 3 for Dundalk. Horgan's pass, and that could have been a goal-saving tackle by Donald Levy, interception to deny David McMillan getting the ball from Darrell Horgan's break, and another lucky break there for Cork City.
Yeah, Ross Gaynor can thank Donald Levy for that, because it's his mistake. Terrible header. And of all players to head it too, probably the quickest on the field, and Darrell Horgan, it's a brilliant by Don Levy. Throw in, Marcus Sullivan wins another one ahead of Gartland, and Dane Massey just about gets his head to it, but it's a good header to Darrell Horgan, plays back into Chris Shields, who's overlapping. That's a good tackle there by Gary Buckley, timed that one to perfection, got it in. Certainly Neil Snyder pulling out the challenges, certainly not afraid to get their boot in early on. McKeown's letting them go as well, so that's probably a good thing.
Probably a good thing for us, yeah.
We're a lot rougher on the edges.
Massey now to throw in on this far inside, throws it into Shields, but can't get it. It's towards Dunleavy, but Miller's touch is poor, and now he's giving it away to Darrell Horgan. Darrell Horgan has a few green bodies in front of him, plays it out right instead to Mead touch, and that's a good tackle again by Ross Gaynor. That's unusual for William Miller to get bad touch by that. It's not the first time he's played in this pitch too.
He didn't realise he had time on the ball, or he didn't have time. He thought he did. Went for a little turn like he did against Derry for the Ross Gaynor goal. And then Darren Horgan was right behind him. So.
It's thrown in now. Back to Sean Gannon. Gannon tries to play in Ronan Finn, but Gaynor is there to clear well. He's having a good start to the game as Ross Gaynor. Hopefully he can keep going. It's now with Alan Byrne. Plays it into Richie Towell. Back to Byrne. Boyle, sorry, should I say.
Alan Byrne plays for
Drogheda.
Well, Brian now.
Yeah. That's Ronan Finn to knock back into the path. I didn't see that. I think that was McMillan. Anyway, it's on with Shields with Richie Towell now in the middle of the pitch. Towell cuts inside. These two City bodies with him. Gets around both of them. That's great work. Oh, and a gorgeous back heel. But McMillan just wasn't ready for it. But that was a really good play by Richie Towell. Anyway, it's a Ross Gaynor. Nutmeg's there meaning, but it goes straight out for a throw-in.
It's good pressure from the knock.
Yeah, it is. 12 minutes into today's game. It feels like an eternity. It feels like we're 20 minutes in. Ronan Finn now gets robbed by Liam Miller. Gives it back to Gaynor, who clears. But only out for a Dundalk throw in again. And Johnny C. Oh, players are struggling with the old multi-ball system here.
Yeah.
Football
Johnny C has one, Ronan Finn has one, Sean Gannon has one.
So to the Gannon now. Back to Gannon again. That was Ronan Finn that played the ball back to him. It's with Shields. Shields ball behind Boyle is behind him, as I said.
Really?
Yes, track back. Massey now gives it inside to Darrell Horgan. Horgan plenty. Gives it into McMillan. That's good tackle there, good hassling and harrying by Benno. Did just enough to toe the line. And he forces Dundalk back. It's with Meenan now. Or Gannon, sorry, should I say, gives the ball away. Ross Gaynor slices his clearance, and it's back with Gannon again. Gets second bite, gives inside to Chris Shields. Shields turns away, gives it back to Brian Gartland. Came second in the Northern Irish Premier Division with Portadown. That was the last achievement he had. It was the biggest achievement pretty much he had before joining Dundalk, as the free kick goes in there. Richie Towell went under the talent of Ross Gaynor. I felt like that should have been a free kick, but Massey it was that gave away the free kick, and it will be a Cork City set piece inside their own half with Mark McNulty coming up to take it.
Just anytime City seems to get the ball, we're heading it away or kicking it away to back to Dundalk. Happened twice already with Ross Gaynor there. Just give my possession, maybe get it down, try and play around them instead, just going for this in long ball tackle maybe so early on.
No, ball over the top for McNulty. Tries to find O'Sullivan, can't win it, breaks down. It's Miller that does win it. It's good work there, gives it into Buckley, gives it out right to Dunleavy. Now this is out with Billy Denny on this right hand side. Denny now crosses in left foot, deflects again down to Gary Buckley. Buckley takes it down, it's a good touch, but plays it off Shields, calls for handball, but referee David Keown is ignoring their claims. Shields is coming forward and he still managed to have the ball. It's good tackle there by Kevin O'Connor. It goes to Liam Miller, plays on Gary Buckley. Buckley now turns back inside, gives it on to Miller again, who ball isn't great, but Miller managed to hold on to it, gives it back out to Bennett, and it's outright with John Dunleavy. Dunleavy now down the right hand flank, it's towards Billy Denny. Denny tries a little dummy, manages to do himself a throw in. We're on the quarter hour mark here at the Aviva. It's still 0-0 between Cork and Dundalk. City had an early header with Mark O'Sullivan, whereas Dundalk followed up with was it Roland Finn chance, the shot that went just wide. Those are the chances we've had so far in the game. It's been pretty stale in the last 10 minutes. Dundalk have definitely had the better of the running, but City are certainly very well organised, structured in defence. They've been rebutting everything. That's a really ball. Yeah, that's a really unusual from Gannon. And Dave, obviously Dundalk, they come into the game as double champions, but they've never won an FAI Cup final, this team. They've never even gotten to the final, so for them perhaps the occasion is just as big as. That's a good ball, sorry, and it's going to go out to right with Billy Denny coming up against Massey, cuts inside, across the left foot, but it's straight to Boyle. Carl Shepard gets ahead of it, Carl Shepard with a shot. Oh, that's Brian Gartland. Yeah, it was really good by Gartland to get out to it. That was dangerous, and now Dundalk coming forward with it. I mean, it feels like he was impeded. It was a good foul actually by Ross Gaynor, because he did it early enough that he couldn't have been carded for it, but early enough also that he knew what was going to happen. So good work there by Ross Gaynor, and it will be a free kick here for Dundalk.
Champions of Ireland, they know what they are, which is fair enough. I'd be surprised if they didn't know what they are.
Best supported team in the country, we know what we are. As Brian Gartland now plays it in to Ronan Finn, I think that is, it is Finn, comes away from a tackle looking for a free kick and gets it. Liam Miller isn't happy with that at all, neither are the sizeable Cork City support away to the right of us here, and it will be a quick free kick taken by Richie Towell. Gives it to Meenan, he has Towell on his outside, Carl Shepard won't stay with that, gives it inside to Chris Shields. That's a bit of a training ground move, but the ball by Shields is pretty poor towards Towell, and he can only just go get a header.
I think Keown wasn't going to get that free until Finn appealed for it, because he took ages to go down, and then when he went down he put his hand up, and then
and then the rest went.
Interesting. It's nearly 20 minutes, like.
It feels like way longer. I feel like I've been here like this should be the second half.
I'm looking forward to my third cup of tea at half time.
It is Mark McNulty now with the goal kick for Cork City. Plays it up. That's for Mark O'Sullivan to try and win. That's definitely a shove in the back, and that is good, right? Yeah. Dave McKeown is given a free kick for that, and that is an excellent sign because Garland does that to Mark O'Sullivan every time he plays against him, and nearly gets away with it. So to see Dave McKeown look out for that, that's really good. I think it's going to be a big positive side for Cork City. I think when that evens up the battle, you'll see Mark O'Sullivan definitely getting more into the game. So it will be a free kick. Dundalk fans making loads of noise over to the left side of us. In fairness, they didn't bring a huge, there's a combined total of almost 150 buses and like 6 trains going up to this.
Plus about 1,000 cars.
Yeah, plus however many cars. Billy Denny no ball over. City ball, it's had it in and it's knocked away there by Gannon with Benno. That was Darren Denny there at the back post to knock it in. It will be a corner for Cork City. Chances here.
We've seen that tactical lot from the season. Denny to Denny and then knock across. It worked wonders against Pats 2 weeks ago from the corner kick.
If it actually had it been slightly more towards Carl Shepherd, he could have had a go on that. So definitely something to think about. It is a corner here. It will be taken by Billy Denny on this far side. Denny crosses into the back post. Oh, and that is a one that City, well done by Rogers, yeah, but that's one that City scored from against Dundalk. Ball forward, it's going to be Denny, he's going to take a shot, he's going to try to find Rogers off his line, crosses it in, but headed away by Brian Garland, but it goes down towards Gary Buckley. City starting to get a foot in this game. There was good work originally by Rogers to cast the ball, but a poor throwing away, but Dave, that tactic has already worked against Strada. We scored from that back post routine with Carl Shepherd. Certainly something that we probably see again, but set pieces, Dundalk score from them. We actually score quite a lot of our goals from set pieces.
We have scored 3. We scored, I think, 7 goals against Dundalk in the last 3 seasons. 5 of them come with set pieces.
So, crucial to tonight's game.
And equally, they can probably say that as well, because I remember it was a penalty last game. They scored from a corner in a 2-1 earlier in the season.
And they scored in the time we played them at home, and they scored in the last minute. That was from a mistake from a corner too. So. Ball there by Bennett into Liam Miller. I thought he'd miskicked that actually.
I thought it was meant for Miller.
Yeah, but found Miller anyway. Dunleavy now plays it back to Alan Bennett. Bennett now will play it into the feet of Mark O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan tries to hold it up against Boyle. He goes down under a tackle and he wins a free kick.
1-3 against each of them now, Boyle and Garland. So good start from Sully.
Yeah, Sully, just his strength is just like, it's like having a white Akin Fenwa up front, except he's better.
Yes.
So
I will agree with that metaphor.
So it is Liam Miller now to take this free kick, so 45 yards out from goal, putting his 2 hands up, presumably that's for the back post. Mark O'Sullivan now, oh no, it's actually for the front post, and that bounced in, and Garland has to see that out.
Yeah, that was short there, Brian Garland.
Well, he couldn't have done much more though, it was kind of awkward, it kind of hopped up into him. So it will be a Cork City corner on this far side, it will be Miller again to take it. As he said, set pieces, crucial. You've got to try and make the most of them while you have him, and Corky is down there rallying the troops again. Certainly plenty of sound from both supporters. Billy Denny, he now crosses it in, that's again for the back post, and flaps it in as Rogers is back down to the goal, and it's knocked away there by Dundalk. It was Darren Denny who was down there, that's a great tackle there by Bennett. And Meenan isn't happy, he feels like a free kick should have been given. I thought he got the ball, and Bennett's not happy at all. But that was an excellent chance. We see it now, it comes in, and Rogers flaps it, and it falls to the feet of Denny, and it just can't get it. I think it's Garland, I don't know what's happening with the RT coverage, it's kind of breaking up there a small bit, but I think it was Garland that got the clearance away. But that is definitely a sign of Cork City. Set piece to the back post, Dundalk are still vulnerable.
Exactly, Dundalk is sending every player forward for their corner kicks. Like they're leaving 1 on the halfway line. See, they're leaving 3 back every time. Yeah. So they're wary now that they're not pacing the counter.
So will be Mark McNulty. Is he going to pick this up?
Going to make the vine?
Yeah, he does pick it up eventually. So the players can go forward. He's going to take it out of his hand, going up for O'Sullivan. Kicks it out, and that's for Mark O'Sullivan trying to win against Brian Garland. Almost though. Sully just gives everything. Goes in now to Alan Bennett, whose ball. To Darren Denny slightly behind him, but Denny now played over the top. That's for Carl Shepherd to try and win, or Mark O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan just came all the way across. It was originally Shepherd's header, but O'Sullivan came all the way across. Whoever gets away, Ronan Finn goes back towards Andy Boyle, now plays it in to Darren Horgan. His touch is poor, and Billy just pulled out at the last minute. Billy Denny, anyway, it goes out the right hand side with Sean Gannon. Gannon tries to play inside the Towel, but given away.
Towel's being cut off.
Shepherd now. Shepherd being pounded here by Towel, gives now left to Ross Gaynor. Gaynor has coming up against Sean Gannon. Tries to get a cross off, plays it off Gannon, and it will be another Cork City corner.
I'm just noticing there, Liam Miller and Cameron O'Connor are both kind of. I said getting double marking O'Sullivan in the game last year. Looks like Miller and O'Connor are both double marking Towel. Because every ball that Dundalk are trying to get through them, they're being cut off by one or the other. Corner here will be taken by Dunleavy. It was actually him who put the cross in against St. Pat's 3 weeks ago.
Dunleavy taking on this near hand side.
Denny and Bennett both towards the back post again.
Yeah.
See City leaving 4 back this time. Like.
John Dunleavy's going to swing this one in. It's the back post for Cash Shepherd. Lee Miller, I think it was. No, was it Bennett? Was it Chep? Oh, it was Chep. Header at the back post. The camera's focusing on Bennett and Shepherd, I suppose. So either one.
Look like
but
yeah,
couldn't get the required purchase on it, and the ball goes wide. But again, City definitely threatening from set pieces.
Yeah, we're getting into this game more. So time ticks on now. 25 minutes gone, still scoreless, and that's straight out of play from Gary Rogers.
Yeah, Gary Rogers. He talked about the tunnel here, the wind tunnel here, and even the architect of the stadium, I was watching it earlier, said that he designed the stand in such a way that would still be a feature. So that's still something that players have to worry about. That kind of the swirl, the Lansdowne swirl. Yeah, the ball seems there as it went over the head of Darryl Horgan. Went over the head of David McMillan as Mark McNulty plays this forward now, but headed away by Boyle. Liam Miller takes down, it's poor touch again by Miller, but manages to hold onto it, gives inside to Kevin O'Connor, turns away from Towel. O'Connor now back to Denny. Darren Denny, that is, plays up towards Matt O'Sullivan. Bowling for Denny. O'Sullivan goes down.
Denny territory.
It is Denny territory. Denny went straight over to pick up the ball, like, this is mine, I'm taking this.
And again, as you say, that is clear. That is quite clear. If we get Brian Gannon, does get away with that.
Yeah.
So fair play to McKeown.
Yeah, McKeown certainly on top of it. This is a good start. We are 24 minutes into today's game. It is the 8th of November. It's the game the City fans have been waiting for weeks. It is 0-0 here between Cork City and Dundalk.
Last season, Billy Denny had a free kick against Drawn in a home game. Pretty much the exact same position there. And he curled it. It's in the City promo for this game. He whips it perfectly, and it's just in pretty much that exact same position. I was standing behind it in the cross in the gantry that day.
So will be Billy Denny to take this round. Liam Miller's all stepping over. Then he takes the foot over the wall, but over the bar. Just couldn't get quite over the ball. It kind of got picked up in the wind, went over. Disappointing there on the whole, but look, chances will come.
25 minutes in, still scoreless. One real chance for O'Sullivan, you could say.
Yeah, well, not a real chance. I mean, I'd say the best chance we probably had is Shepherd's header, maybe. Well, I suppose Denny, the one that bounced down towards Denny, because had that bounced a little more favourably, could have stuck that one home, but that's about it. There hasn't been any real solid, should have scored chances so far, so.
Unlike the women's game, which was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, well, let's hope that this isn't like the women's game, so I don't think I'd survive it. Throwing it now towards Mark O'Sullivan, climbing on the back of Dane Massey, and that is a free kick.
First one to call against Sully now. And he gives that to Dunleavy for a throw-in. There goes hard. Brian Gartley picks it up just side, so now it's going to take it towards City half, takes it into the City half, chased down by Mark O'Sullivan. Up to Meenan, is Meenan pushed by Ross Gaynor? Yes.
He went down so easily there, Darren Meenan. The minute he got anything in his back, he just collapsed to the floor as if he'd been shot. I mean, you can tell when a guy genuinely goes over, and you can tell when they're diving. I mean, if you're going and you're collapsing your knees before you even go, then that's a clear sign that you're probably not being fouled, as the free kick was poor. Yeah, and the clearance is actually quite good. It was almost like a touch finder because it forced them all the way back into the corner. And Rogers Shepard was going to touch Rogers on. And now Barry Buckley trying to shot, but that's not going towards goal. But that's twice now, Gary Rogers. Clearance has been poor. He's definitely feeling a bit of pressure here, Dave.
He's very nervous. That's 2 times. And it's just been a shocking clearance. I don't know if Shep got a touch on this. I'll have a look now. I don't think he did. And in fairness to Gary Buckley, you are always going to do that if he's that far off his line. Just a bit to the right. There goes on. Rogers again. Comes off after you now.
Yeah, sorry. That's a bad ball there by Dundalk, man. I think that's McMillan City have the ball now. It's when Gary Buckley is Carl Shepherd running. He finds size on to find him and then gives away the ball to McMillan. That's disappointing, but he wins the ball back. And Liam Miller goes down there like he's been shot. This time Dave McKeown not buying it. And Dundalk come away with the ball to McMillan.
I think Liam Miller's hurt.
He stayed down.
It was awkward fall, like.
He has stayed down, and Dundalk have sportingly put the ball out. We'll have a look at that again to see his tackle. Yeah. I don't know.
I'd say it's more planting the than the tackle.
Well, it's interesting to see what he's holding.
He's on his knee.
Yeah.
Oh, he got scissored actually, to be fair.
And then he landed right on the knee. He landed right on the left knee as he landed.
I don't know which way it was. He did get the ball, but he just scissored Liam in the aftermath.
That's Liam Miller going down. I don't think I hope
two ready-made replacements on the bench if needed.
I don't think he'll be looking that far quite yet.
Ronnie Desmond treating him. Club Dr. Jared Murphy also on the sideline if needed. Sean Gannon getting instructions from Stephen Kenny.
I must stop this download. Carl Shepherd just taking on board some water. But Dave definitely better in the last 10 minutes for Cork City.
Much better for City. Chance from Dennehy. Sullivan starting to get into it as well, find his rhythm a little bit. And Rogers, it's clearly nervous on this game. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
In reality, he's already won 2 FAI Cups.
Yeah,
one of them against Cork City. Right?
But sometimes, you can just you kick the first one that goes wrong, and then sometimes, it can take a while to get it back. City throwing the ball back to Rogers. It's right in the corner. Certainly a little bit of gamesmanship there for Cork City.
I would always aim for the corner flag there and just try and knock it off it.
Horrible person.
I don't like them knock.
Oh yeah, well, okay, that's fair enough.
Any other day, any other team apart from maybe Shelton, fine, but I'll try it.
Let's get down there by Rogers. And that's Alan Bennett who wins it, but he's judged to have fouled. That is what went down. Meenan, is it? No, it's not Meenan.
It's McMillan.
McMillan that's gone down, yeah. It's come very deep. So it will be McMillan, and it will be Darren Meenan who will take this free in. Alan Bennett. Yeah, probably fair enough. Did use his forearm there. He's protesting. He's not happy, but I suppose you just got to keep. If you're Alan Bennett, you know how do you play the referee. I think that Alan does really well. He's really good at talking to the referees. And it will be a free in now. Meaning swings this one.
It was Massey with the header there. Bennett lost him.
Are you sure it was Massey or was it Boyle?
Couldn't be Boyle. Sorry, Massey was doing that as well. But Alan Bennett had lost him. Massey there, Black lost. He lost the run here, 14. He's completely lost him.
He has actually, yeah. And it's kind of a combination of the two almost that headed it over. I think it was Boyle, in the end, but yeah, that was great. But City get away with it, and it will be a goal kick. So Mark McNulty now. No, it's alright. It's headed on by Gaynor and on by Sullivan into the path of Shepherd. He's tracking down Sean Gannon, played back towards Gary Rogers. That's good work there by Gannon. Gary Rogers just takes a touch and goes back out.
Straight to John Dunleavy.
Yeah.
Oh, Dunleavy's under pressure now from Finn.
Oh,
that's going to be dangerous. Knowles and Benno to get their wires crossed. And City do well there.
Yeah, they do well in the end, but I would never play a 30-yard back pass in an FAI Cup final. But especially when there was a bit of confusion between Knowles and Benno and City. Great tackle there by Benno. Now City have a chance to counter. Given inside to Kevin O'Connor. That was Gary Buckley. O'Connor being tracked there by Towell. Gives the ball back to Dunleavy. Towell is tracking well Dunleavy. Denny should I say. Gives the ball away and it's over the head of Dunleavy. And now Bennett just a little push in the back of McMillan, but gets away with it. Now plays it back to Marcus McNulty who takes a touch. No, it's fine. McNulty now clears up towards Mark O'Sullivan. And that's in the back again from Garland, but not given. As that's played off Carl Shepherd and goes back to Darren Denny's back header wasn't particularly great, but goes back to Mark McNulty, and it's okay.
You can still tweet us in if you are listening.
Yeah, you are. And our presenters, as you can see, we have our live tag up. So if you do tweet us in, you will appear up on our live wall. So that should be pretty good. Trying to see where I'm just trying to make sure that we're all sounding good and everything's okay.
I'm sure someone will tell us if not.
Yeah, exactly. It's in towards Chris Shields. Shields now gives it back towards Brian Gartland. Gartland coming forward in it here now. Gartland passes out right to Gannon. Yeah. Gannon now down the channel towards McMillan, and he's done really well there. McMillan to rob the ball off Darren Denny. Cuts inside, twists and turns. He has Meenan with him. Meenan now swings the ball in, but it's only straight towards the middle. Oh, and there was a bit of confusion. And now it's with Denny on the right hand side coming up against Richie Towell being tracked. Denny now coming forward it is. He's also being tracked by Dane Massey. Great ball into the middle of Kevin O'Connor. It's a chance for shoot here for Kevin O'Connor. Takes a shot, it's a low one. The Daisy Cutter, but right and wide. But yeah, definitely promising signs.
Yeah, I mean, Denny's run through towel out in the middle, which left a lot of space for Kevin O'Connor there. Just see, could he have done much else with it? Probably not. 2 or 3 yards wide in the end, like.
So it's a goal kick now for Dundalk, and it will be Gary Rogers to take it. It's up towards Alan Bennett. He does win it. Or Darren Denny, sorry. He wins it, and so does Kevin O'Connor, and so does Gary Buckley. And now Marcus Sullivan's on the ball. Sullivan gives it out right to Billy Dennehy. Dennehy now coming forward with it.
Still going, Dennehy.
Still with it, Dennehy. Tries to get it, tries to get the other side of Horgan, but I never had the pace. It was dangerous tackle. Horgan gives the ball away, but Bennett can't control it. Now Dundalk have it again in the middle of the park. It's back with Towell. Towell now back to Boyle. It goes on to Horgan. Horgan out left to Dane Massey. Massey now down the channel for McMillan. And headed away there by Alan Bennett.
Sorry, I'm looking at your phone a lot.
I know, I'm trying to see if I can get this.
Right, we're fine. We sound wonderful.
Yeah, it's not. Okay. We'll see how it goes anyway.
Huh?
We'll see how it goes anyway. It keeps coming up with like frame rate's dropping, so I don't know what the story is, but anyway.
It's sounding okay there.
Really does, and it's with Shields, who plays the ball over the top towards Meenan.
Hey, really?
And that's really good by Gaynor. Gaynor just like faked as if he was going to make the header, which forced Meenan into making a move, and then Gaynor just saw it out. Really, really clever there.
What's that? Just inside the city half.
Plastic.
Is it?
Yeah. Or something. It's been blowing across the pitch for a while. Shields wins the header but loses out in the battle. The City come away with the ball, and it's with Marcus Sullivan. Great tackle there by Brian Gartland to dispossess O'Sullivan as Towell has it now. Towell's dropping deeper and deeper. He's now way inside his own half to try and pick up the ball, try and buy himself some space in front of him. Shields now has it. He comes forward into the City half, plays it off Miller, and Buckley is there to recover. Now Buckley down the right hand side plays it in towards Billy Denny, but it goes straight. It's not a great ball, and Dundalk come away with it for Chris Shields. Shields now into the middle for Ronan Finn, who's also dropped very deep. Finn now has McMillan with him. He also has Mean out on the right hand side instead. Plays it short to Richie Towell. Richie Towell hit this for, no, he won't actually. I thought he was going to play it down the first time to Sean Gannon instead. Cuts inside, plays on to Gartland. Gartland ball inside to Shields, who's just playing in front of the back four here today for the Lily Whites.
That's brilliant from City. Just pressure them as much as they can and then force the mistake from Gannon.
So we're 10 minutes left in this first half. It is still 0-0 between Cork City and Dundalk. No huge chances as a City chance start coming up. It's Garland now plays it back to Guy Rogers. Rogers now plays it up. That's for John Dunleavy. No, he can't win it. Alan Bennett, can he get there? Yes, he can. Bennett does well. To Dunleavy. Back to McNulty. McNulty now. There's the ball over the top, that's for Kevin O'Connor. No, but it goes straight to Shields, bounces off Shields, comes away. Knocked on there by Ronan Finn. And that's, it's Bennett. Bennett has to be careful here because Bennett got the ball. Dundalk try and take it quick, but McJones isn't interested. Bennett want to be careful here because even though we feel that they're not fouls, they're still racking up as fouls, and he could find himself in the referee's book very soon. So it is
like
a free kick now. Darren Meenan now with the free kick again. He has just Carl Shepherd and Billy Denny crosses it in. That's in, and it missed by everybody but goes wide of the far hand post.
Again, I'm almost like an analyst now. Again, watch Massey's running. No one's picking up. Here he is here. There's no one picking up again.
Yeah,
if they're
right
not
in the middle,
that, like, it could be trouble.
Yeah, absolutely. It will be a goal kick. Goal kick for Cork City.
Yeah.
Mark Milton to take. But now plays it up. That's towards Marcus Sullivan. He does win it, but bounced straight off Garland. Gives it towards Carl Shepherd. Shepherd with soft pressure on, and now Marky's down the left hand side. He's coming up against Garland again. Marky goes forward, but the ball is poor, and Garland doesn't have to clear. But straight to Ross Gaynor, but his control is poor, and it goes out for a Dundalk throw it.
One of Marky's skills is heading the ball. One of Marky's non-skills is pace.
Yeah,
trying to fake on get Brian Gartland there, probably not the best thing. He's Shepherd inside him, but alas and alack, hindsight is a wonderful thing.
Certainly a big shout around the ground. It's still 0-0 here between Cork City and Dundalk. Now thrown in by Gannon. Won there by O'Connor, but straight out for a Dundalk throw in. So it's a Gannon again. This is closer to the halfway line. Gannon out throws in, had knocked back by Finn, and that's on towards, but his win.
Gartland heads away.
Knocked up there, won away by Richie Towell. Liam Miller does well to win down towards Gary Buckley. Buckley now twists and turns, gets away, has to turn away from Towell. That's a brilliant ball from Buckley. Fantastic pass down the right hand side for John Dunleavy, but he loses out the ball. It's disappointing after such good work there by Buckley. But anyway, so he come forward and that's a late tackle by Miller on Towell. And yeah, there won't be a booking, but yeah.
Good. Let's look in.
Would you rather Miller absolutely half Towel and get a booking or something like that? Okay.
Yeah, just
okay.
No matter what the thing, as long as it's above half and Towel, I'm fine.
Okay. In towards Bennett, his pass is absolutely smashed at O'Connor, who does well to control it. Now it's Miller, a bit of crossed wires there between the City players. Rogers slow to come out of his goal, but managed to get it and clears it back up the pitch, and that's straight towards Kevin O'Connor, who can head it back, and I presume that was towards Carl Shepherd. We can't get it. Shepherd catches Shields. The play goes on with Brian Gartland, and Gary Buckley with a good tackle there, and Gannon. The City will have the ball, so it will be a throw in here, and it will be Ross Gaynor to take it, and Gannon stayed down.
One thing to note, the Dock are playing with that ever so slight breeze, but that's making almost Rogers kind of flop down a little bit. His kicks aren't going past the halfway line. His clearance is like, I don't know what happened, Gannon. I don't know if there's nothing wrong with him, to be honest.
I'm going to try something.
Don't restart it.
No.
When people listening. Here we go. Here's Gannon now.
Oh, that was nasty. It was
unintentional.
totally unintentional, but it looks really nasty. It was a good tackle originally, sliding tackle by Buckley, but the follow through caught Gannon's standing foot and turned the ankle. It could have been a lot worse had there been more velocity in the tackle. I think Gannon's going to be okay. He doesn't look particularly comfortable. Will he last out? I'm not sure.
I'm trying to find a team sheet now.
Yeah, see, he was on the bench.
Curtin scored as well. He could easily more of a strike.
But he will come limping off, so Dundalk are down to 10 men. Chance for City here. One man down. Chance for City to make the most of it. Ross Gaynor now throws it back to Dan Dunleavy. I wonder City, are they just going to play possession to try and tire out Dundalk a small bit and then see if they can hit them?
And bring out fresh legs like Colin Healy and Dan Murray.
It's back into Billy Denny. Ball over the top there. That's for Carl Shepherd, but never was anywhere near the former Shamrock Rovers striker, and Guy Rogers is out there to collect fairly comfortably.
Has Shep got a cup medal from Rovers? Oh no, Rovers have won about 20
years. Yeah, cup medal. We did play here before with the Airtricity League 11 against Manchester United.
As a Dan Murray.
We won't talk about the scoreline. Anyway, it's with McMillan. McMillan coming up against Darren Denny. Puts on his left foot. Shot! That's a good save by Mark McNulty. And that's probably the first biggest chance in the match. That's probably the biggest chance in the match so far. As City come forward. That's a late tackle there by Towell on Buckley. Nothing given. It's starting to ramp up a small bit. Now it's with Meanin. The intensity definitely picked up. As Miller now catches Meanin. And Ross Gaynor isn't happy at all with that. And now City fans are protesting, and Gary Buckley getting stuck in because he feels that there should have been a booking earlier. Liam Miller picks up a yellow, but Gary Buckley has every right to be incensed there because he was taken out late by Richie Towell. Nothing was given, and that led on to this moment in which Miller did barely touched him. It was a pretty comfortable save for McNulty, but first real shot that McNulty's had to deal with. Understandably, City are upset here. A corner or a free kick here for Dundalk. They had a free kick in a similar position, except that was the other side 2 weeks ago, and it didn't work too well. So Meanin now crossing this in. Is it towards back post up for Bartland, but headed away there well. Knocked out, and it's Massey with the follow up, and that's way over the bar. A real waste there by Dan Massey, but thought Brian Gartland was going to be under that for a second, but that was good work there by Darren Denny to clear away.
We know the sub coming on anyway. We just seen it came on the big screen there. Stephen O'Donnell's warming up for Mass. Who was it? Galvin was it?
It's Gannon, and he's still kind of limping, so still an half chance to City get the ball on the left hand side. I would say give it to Shepherd and give him a run. See if he can turn Gannon and then get players into the box. Balls over the top there, that's towards Boyle. He clears away. He wasn't too sure about that bounce, but anyway, it goes up towards McMillan. Good header there by Bennett up towards Shepherd. Shepherd coming up against Gannon now takes it down. The Torrent Punch Sport does well to actually get a nick on the ball. Gives it towards Buckley, and that's late again on Buckley. So it's the second time within 5 minutes that the Cork City midfielder has been taken out late off the ball. But anyway, play goes on with Billy Denny. Great ball in towards Kevin O'Connor. He has space in front of him. Turns away from Richie Towell. Gives it back out right for Liam Miller. This is a good play call so far for Cork City. Liam Miller's going to swing in across that towards the back post. That's from Mark O'Sullivan. Ahead of the way there by Brian Garland. It's down towards Meenan. Meenan takes a touch. He's being hounded here, but Kevin O'Connor goes down under a challenge, and that is so soft. And that is just so frustrating.
That's nothing there, like.
That's extremely frustrating.
Brian Garland talking to Ross Gaynor as well. Big hand Brian Garland, like.
So City fans singing same old Dublin always, Judy.
Same old Dundalk.
Well, I love this idea of Dublin.
I don't know about that.
So the change will be made. So an early
Substitution
change
for Dundalk. Number 2, Sean Gannon, being replaced by number 6, Stephen O'Donnell.
So that means that Chris Shields will go into right back, a position that he's not particularly familiar with. And Stephen O'Donnell will now replace Chris Shields sitting in front of the back four. Interesting one. Definitely expect to see Carl Shepherd get a lot more of the ball. Actually expect to see Billy Denny. He swapped with Carl Shepherd and Billy Denny take on Chris Shields here. Has changed, and I'm sure Stephen Kenny wouldn't have wanted to be forced into making so early, but it is being made now, and Stephen O'Donnell makes his introduction to the game. It's with Darry Buckley playing on the left hand side towards Shepherd, and Shields is just about there to clear, but definitely is being beaten for pace by Carl Shepherd. Now it's on the left hand side. It will be a throw in here for Ross Gaynor. Will Ross Gaynor throw it in long? I think he will.
Danny Morrissey being a man to have on him now, maybe if he's tiring.
Gaynor throws it in, headed on by Mark O'Sullivan, and the ball back towards Gary Rogers. That's good play there actually by Stephen O'Donnell. Plenty nice calm head, experienced shoulders. Also another player who formerly played with Cork City, as Mark McNulty now. Just a little bit of a step over. He's going to kick it and then decide against it. I think he wants to give it short to Darren Denny, but Darren Denny's just wary of the threat that is Richie Towell, and McNulty picks it up and will kick it out of his hands. Actually, no, he puts it back down. He'll pick it out of the ground. He's making a fool of me.
O'Donnell coming on with a lot of talent getting more forward more now. Because with Shields and Towell wouldn't have to stay back, like wouldn't really have to stay back if it's going to be Towell. Shields is more attacking, and now we're going to see O'Donnell and the play is on.
Yeah, ball goes over the top there. That's for Mark O'Sullivan, but Gary Rogers got us comfortably. Sorry, are you going to finish that point?
I'm just going to say, like, the way Dundalk played, like they had Towell and Shields opposite level. Now Towell's opposite, you already see him starting to go more forward. Just for the two now. What's men forward there? Speaking of which, Dunleavy have to get this.
Yeah, Dunleavy does get the header there. There was two men forward in the shape of Ronan Finn and Darrell Horgan. Stephen O'Donnell does well to win the ball there. Gives in towards Horgan. Horgan cuts back inside, gives in towards Towell. Towell gives it back to Brian Gartland. Gartland is looking for somebody to come short. Gives it to Meenan, but he's robbed there by Gaynor, and Gaynor now coming forward and tips over the top. It's just that little bit of composure. Like, it's obviously a cup final, you're nervous, but you just gotta, you gotta listen to the calls. You gotta keep your composure. That was a ball to nothing by Gaynor there.
The first boy City been pretty solid, like.
Yeah.
Fourth official's indications, there will be an additional 2 minutes of play.
2 minutes at a time here in this first half, before we can take a break for half time. Stephen O'Donnell now on the ball. Will either side get a goal for the half? Well, hopefully not as it stands, because Dundalk are on the ball. It's back with Gartland, who's well inside his own half. He's on the ball now onto Ronan Finn, who's dropped more into midfield in the last 10 minutes, trying to shore up that midfield. Now it's out to O'Donnell. O'Donnell now has a run there by Meenan, gives out to Shields. Shields now finds Meenan, is Meenan onside? It doesn't matter, it goes out for Cork City throw-in. So we'll be throwing here for Ross Gaynor, having a word with the line-up. I'm not sure quite what he's saying.
It's Dermot Bruton on the near hand side, if I remember serves me right.
Yeah, we did. We got no team sheets, so all of what we're saying is born out of our own knowledge, which is unusual for Ever Radio.
Garland again on O'Sullivan, yes.
And Given, so Garland hanging out of O'Sullivan and Given again.
That's 3 for Garland already. So now imagine we nick a goal before half time now.
Imagine indeed. We can only but imagine. But anyway, it is with Ross Gaynor now. So Gaynor will put this ball in. Actually, he's been told to leave it by Mark McNulty. and McNulty touches it. So McNulty ran 40 yards, touched the Gainer. I suppose I can see what they're thinking. Gainer now puts a ball in, that's towards Darren Denny, but he jumps underneath it and he won't be able to keep it in place, so it will be a Dundalk throw on far inside. This is squeeze time for Cork City. Get in around it, see if they can win the ball back. If they win the ball back here and nick a goal, it could be a massive turning point in the game.
We are playing into our own fans in the second half as well. As our Dundalk.
We only score in the shed.
As our Dundalk.
Dane Massey now with the throw in for the Lily Whites here. He's throwing it along, and that is half time.
Good half.
Good half. Certainly very full attention. City had half a chance of Mark O'Sullivan with a free header. A much better chance a few minutes later from the corner as Darren Denny, ball just wouldn't quite sit up for him, and Dundalk cleared. Again, it was a corner that City profited from a moment, 5 minutes later, 10 minutes later, that Carl Shepherd headed just wide. Dundalk have a chance of their own. Ronan Finn with a shot just wide, and Mark McNulty having to save. But generally, City have done a really good job. They've been definitely Richie Towell in midfield. They've been doing a really good job of keep pressing high, and now Dundalk, the big thing for them, they've lost Sean Gannon to the Aviva Stadium, lack of lifts and lack of a staircase.
And lack of stewards who know where the staircase is.
Yeah, lack of everything really. But we're here. We missed out the first minute and a half, but it's not to worry. We haven't missed much. Yeah, we're pretty bad. So that is.
We need to go to the toilet because I drank the tea too fast.
It's a bad day. It's a bad day all around. So you join us here with City and Dundalk, still 0-0. We are in the 46th minute. I'll get rid of the timer there. But I'll see if I can count up from 46. I'll see if I can add something and count up from 46. 47, yeah. So it is 0-0.
Kept in my Gainer.
Carlin now into the Donald. We're talking to Darren Crowley and Kieran Callan at half time. Darren making the chance, or making the point. Sorry, that the switch of Chris Shields will be huge. It goes in now. Oh, that's in the box. That's from McMillan shot. Oh, what a brilliant save by Mark McNulty, saving that one away. Oh, brilliant! McNulty take a bow. It popped up straight up from McMillan, hit it on the half volley, and just knocked it down for himself. And McNulty just tipping the ball over. Really, really important stop there. And it will be a Dundalk corner. So Dundalk started off the better, really, in the first one, but doing a bit better now as we get there, headed away by Mark O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan now to Shields. That'll go straight out. We're going to do a timer.
Do you mind if I go to the toilet?
No, not at all. By the way, just try and see if you can find your way back. So I'm on my own here because Dave was screwed for that. So yeah, we'll put up a timer coming down from 40 minutes, or 40 minutes when we get to the 50-minute mark. So that should be getting going when we have a chance. We've all been really caught out. The half of the press box is sprinting back. Over the top there, that's for headed away by Garland, knocked down by Richie Towell, but only straight to Liam Miller. Miller now gives it back to Kevin O'Connor. He's dispossessed. It's now Ronan Finn. Plays into the path of McMillan. Oh, it's back into McMillan. McMillan's through on goal. He gets a touch, but Mark McNulty is out there quick to save, and that was a sliding tackle our way by a brilliant ball through by Towell. McMillan looked through for all the world, but Mark McNulty with a brilliant save there for Cork City. And now it's over the top, and Carl Shepherd almost got there ahead of Gary Rogers, but it is a Dundalk ball, and Jesus there in the couple of opening moments here at the Aviva Stadium. It comes forward now to Andy Boyle. That's a good tackle there by Cork City, and it goes to O'Donnell, who's playing at centre back now. So it looks, oh no, he's not actually, he's playing in front of the back four. He just dropped back to fill in there. So we have the countdown timer there now for the next half, so it'll be more of a kind of a, I don't know what sports use countdown timers, ice hockey or Aussie rules, I don't know, as the ball goes over. Dave, you missed quite a bit.
Did I?
You did. Dundalk should have scored, and then City had a great chance to score. Brilliant chance. McNulty made a fantastic save, and then
From McMillan,
and then McMillan burst through on goal, and McNulty had to save on his feet. So that is how it goes. So yeah, we're going to do a countdown timer until the end of the
regulation 90 minutes.
Regulation 90, yeah. I will tell you the added time then. So yeah, that'll give you a bit more. Better time really, because when it gets into the last opening moments of the game, you want to know how long is left, not how long is gone. So yeah, you can still tweet us in at our presenters if you want. I've changed it slightly. I hope that it's slightly better. The internet here is not. I really thought it would be very strong.
Still better than most of the ground.
Yeah, well, that's true. But I was hoping we get lightning internet, but not to worry. These things happen, and we're going with now forward. Everyone's trying to retake their seats. So yeah, well. City now win a free kick. Marco Sullivan being bundled over there by Andy Boyle. The lift broke for an emergency fire unquote.
Apparently someone was smoking inside it.
Oh well, that's smart. So that broke it down, and then there was no way to get up to the top tiers other than a small concrete staircase in the staff toilets. So we were left running around the place. But anyway, we're here, and it is with Billy Denny on the right wing to swing this one in. Denny, I'm surprised that Denny he hasn't switched yet. He's still playing down the right hand side. I would expect him to switch to the left. But anyway, Denny's in now with the free kick. Swings it in left footed. That's towards Rogers. It's towards Marcus Sullivan. No one. Rogers does really well out there, confident in the claim. Throws it into the path of McMillan. He gets there ahead of Ross Gaynor. Oh, good tackle there by Ross Gaynor. And he wins the ball. Definitely City's standout performer so far in today's game, without a question. Ross Gaynor. Dave's absolutely bait. I'll leave him recover and I'll keep going. Ross Gaynor now throws it into Carl Shepherd. The ball kind of bounces up a bit. Shepherd tries hard to take it down and Dundalk away with the ball. Given away there by Stephen O'Donnell. Kevin O'Connor puts it back towards Marco Sullivan. Headed away by Brian Garland. It's towards Shepherd. Shepherd onto Gary Buckley. Buckley takes it inside. Buckley still on the ball. Oh, left foot shot by Buckley and it just goes wide. And that certainly caused optimism for Cork City. Buckley had a chance to shoot there, but just it kind of hopped up for me. He thought he was going to shoot at the original stance. There was a Dundalk. Garland got across him to close him down, and he shot second time. The left foot shot was just kind of scuffed it a small bit. It wasn't quite there, but still. Positive signs of City as Rogers now kicks this one out long. It's up for Bennett. Bennett does win it, and Chris Shields wins that ahead of Carl Shepherd. Knocks down there, played by Towell into Stephen O'Donnell now on to Andy Boyle here. Ball gives out to left back Dane Massey. Massey plays in Darryl Horgan. That's a good ball and a good sliding tackle as well from Billy Denny. Billy Denny making a sliding tackle. My goodness. So it will be a throw in now. It's a Darren Meenan.
Massey, no?
Oh, it is Massey, sorry, my apologies. Massey now throws in a ball in there by Massey, and that's Meenan actually underneath it, but he goes down under the tackle of Ross Gaynor again. He's telling him to get up.
Hand up as well, like it's
yeah.
like a motion for something there.
Ross Gaynor doing that pretty comfortably. So that is the state of play as it stands. It is still 0-0 here.
We've had our annual workout.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we're both reasonably fit. We were the ones getting up the stairs first. We bombed it up the stairs. We were way ahead of them.
We actually had proper dropped.
Yeah.
Anyway, I saw Crawley actually as I was going out from my toilet break. He was striding away.
Yeah, and Kieran was sprinting past us in the opposite direction. So it goes up, and that's headed down there by Dane Massey. We got programs. Hey, we have lots of programs.
No team treats.
Sorry, I'll show you the proper one. Yeah.
On the other side of it.
Yeah. Nice idea. Yeah. Also saves on printing costs.
But unfortunately, what happens if you open this like that, then 4 pages in, like, oh no, it's upside down.
Alright. Well, then you just turn it over and realise that the rest
of
it.
Not people won't think that.
Excellent.
So wait, why would they not give it a program first?
I don't know, they can't read. So Dave Massey. Views of us, obviously, we're joking. We kid. We know that Dundalk people can read. They just can't put their dates properly for some reason. And they also can't spell FAI with capitals.
Or believe.
Yeah, or believe. It's with Finn now. Oh, it's a great crossfield ball for Finn towards Shields. That is brilliant by Ronan Finn. Shields now with a cross to the back stick. There's nobody there to get it. Hops over the head of Dunleavy, and that is a free out. Ronan Finn just slipped over, and Dunleavy fell over him. So it is a free. Still a foul, but nothing more. So yeah, you can tweet us in at our presenters. As we said, we'd love to hear from you. And hopefully, even if you aren't listening live, you might listen back, hopefully, with the knowledge that we've won the game.
Do we have an attendance yet, actually?
No, we don't have any official attendance. I imagine it'll be announced pretty soon, though. McNulty now, ball up towards Sullivan. He heads it on there for Gary Buckley, but that's headed back pretty comfortably by Chris Shields into the hands of Gary Rogers. Rogers now rolls out for Stephen O'Donnell. the captaincy has changed for Dundalk. It was Andy Boyle with it, and it's now Stephen O'Donnell who's taken the armband. And it will be a ball over the top. That's for Ronan Finn. Gives it back to Darrell Horgan. Darrell Horgan has Richie Dowell with him, but loses out. That was good work there by Billy Denny to win it. Now Kevin O'Connor turns away from Horgan, leaves him for dead. Gives it inside to Gary Buckley, just about manages to win it. And that's a good ball on towards Billy Denny. He has Marcus Sullivan running. He can't quite find the ball, and the ball to Shepard is poor by Billy Denny. That is really disappointing because Ross Gaynor was absolutely furious because he was actually a more obvious ball in that situation and lost it. So
there's a funny thing happening now. You know the way we were talking about Shelter City's rivalry, how we like them, consider them rivals about us. Shelburne women are playing in Cork City's men's team for step warming up on the pitch before the penalty shoot in the other half from where the penalties were again.
Okay.
Just in case you needed to know.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, then it just makes it all the sweeter the fact that the City fans were cheering every time that Wexford scored. So it is a Cork City free kick on the far side. It's with Liam Miller to take it for the Rebel Army. Miller is an experienced player. He's played over 20 times for Ireland. He's played with Celtic here. He's pretty comfortable playing at Lansdowne Road. He hasn't had a brilliant. I don't know if he played Lansdowne with Celtic, but he definitely played in big games at Celtic. No stranger to a big game, but he will swing this cross now. That is there with Rogers. Oh no, it's not! Oh my god, I thought it was Rogers that was going to take that, and it was Boyle actually that got the head on ahead of him. And a bit of confusion.
Again, Rogers just not commanding his area.
But Rogers is not happy about that. Obviously, he feels like he made a call, and it was Dan Massey, I think actually. It was Massey, but it will be a corner now. It will be Billy Denny take it.
Like running the edge of the box after.
Denny crosses it in. That's Rogers who will take that this time, and he's looking for a quick ball out. City players trying to disrupt him. Does they get the ball out, but robbed there, meaning robbed by O'Connor. And Shepard now takes it on, gives it back to O'Connor. O'Connor plays it back to Ross Gaynor. Gaynor now plays the ball over the top. Oh, that's a great ball into the feet of Gary Buckley. He gives it inside to Kevin O'Connor. This is a good play here for the men in green. I'm so used to saying the home and away side. I kind of have nothing to go on.
The neutral side.
The neutral side. We're more neutral than a German birthday card. Yes. The ball goes up, and that's well won there by Ricardo. Obviously, we're not neutral, but the teams are technically neutral. But also as a service, are definitely not neutral. It's now going forward with Andy Boyle. Boyle plays in Ronan Finn. Ronan Finn is meaning on his outside. Will he give it to him? He's on the apex of the box. Dave McMillan takes a tumble in the box. Nothing given. It's won by Gaynor. Great tackle there by Gaynor. And it's not given. It's going to be a corner to Dundalk. So according to Dundalk, we're approaching the hour mark here. As you can see on your screen, there's half an hour left. And you can just add that to 45 and you'll get how many, or you can take it away from 90. Take it away from 90. So it will be a corner. I think it's going to be, no it's not. It's crossed in and it's Garland underneath, couldn't get the head away. False switch, Towell breaks away. Garland's managed to hold onto it, but head of the way there by Cork City, still with Dundalk. Darrell Horgan, he gives the ball away. Now City have a chance to counter. It's 4 on 3, and Ross Gaynor loses the ball. That was my head. Ross Gaynor loses the ball. That's disappointing because City had 4 on 3 there. That was a really good chance.
The ball was there. You can see it happen. Just through the middle.
It's going to be a change made here. And it will be Colin Healy to come on for Liam Miller. So a like for like change. The two players, funnily, that were hyped up the most in the pre-season are now the players that are replacing each other at the end of the season. I don't think Liam Miller is very happy about coming off with Colin Healy. He made a big difference, Dave. We saw at the Bulls game, he came on and made a huge difference to the game. Miller is not happy at all, I don't think. Just walked straight past Johnny C. But as a manager, Don Caulfield, it's your decisions on the night that make the difference. And it's a big one, taking off Newman and bringing on Colin Healy. Dave, what do you think about this?
I don't know what extra Colin Healy's going to bring.
Speak up because the mic's...
I don't know what extra Colin Healy's going to bring, really. Like, he's pretty much the same player as Liam Miller, same age, same kind of tackling as well. It's like, I'd say like for like, but is that attacking sub, is that defensive sub?
Well, I suppose it's just maybe Johnny C feels like they're losing out in the midfield battle, and maybe he feels that Miller is one of the reasons behind this. I'm not sure.
And you also look at Gavin Hoolan as well as on the bench, so you wonder what he'd come off for O'Connor or something.
Well, I think Healy did make a big impact when he came on against Bowles the last day. He did kind of change the game. Ball goes over the top there for Marcus Sullivan. He's fouled surely by Brian Garland, but play goes on, and O'Sullivan tries to win the ball back, but can't. It's still with Dundalk. Yeah, that's definitely in the back. But we're not going to get every decision in a game that's played off. No, it's not actually. Massey feels like it was played off Billy Dennehy, but it's like that karma, that decision wasn't given, and now City win the throne. So it's with John Dunleavy. Dunleavy now plays it inside to Billy Dennehy. Billy Dennehy actually went the wrong way there because he tried to cut through the gap. He would have had enough space to get through. But anyway, it's back with Ross Gaynor. Gaynor now gives it on to Colin Healy, the Ballincollig native, his first touch of the game. He is from Ballincollig. It's on with John Dunleavy. John Dunleavy comes inside. Oh, that's a late tackle there by Stephen O'Donnell. But John Dunleavy actually making nothing of it, and it will be a throw. And maybe it's just from the angle that we saw it. So Dunleavy now with the throw in. He has Colin Healy begging for it, but he's looking for something more attacking. He's looking for Mark O'Sullivan or somebody to make a run. He doesn't have anybody. He throws it in for Mark O'Sullivan, who's being marshalled by O'Donnell. O'Donnell wins the header, and it's down towards Massey. And that's good work there by Billy Dennehy. And it's deflected off, and it will be a goal kick. That was unfortunate. I thought he was going to signal for a throw in there for a second, but listen to this. Just take this in. The atmosphere here is incredible. So yeah, it goes down. That's cleared away there by Alan Bennett. Up towards Gary Buckley. There's snow on the ball as it comes back down. He gets a shove in the back again by Dane Massey, but play goes on. Oh, that was it. I was just going to say clever by Billy Dennehy, but couldn't quite pull it off. A little back heel, couldn't quite get it off. Will be a Dundalk throw, and it's with Dane Massey now. Massey now to throw it in. Took down there well there by McMillan. Plays into Finn. Finn, the former Shamrock Rovers player, plays it back towards Richie Towell. Or Richard Towell, as Colin likes to call him. It's with Shields now, trying to play 1-2 in
I wouldn't say what I like to call him, but it's a PG show.
City trying to win the ball there, and Dundalk player looking for a free kick, but Dundalk coming forward, and now it's with McMillan in towards Towell. Towell knocks it on. It's out towards Towell at the edge of the box. Richie Towell shot! Well saved by Mark McNulty. And so many times, even the last time we played Dundalk, Richie Towell's been in that position, has been absolutely ruthless. Stuck the ball into the back of the net. This time, couldn't. Just too many bodies around him to try and find the corner of the net. So he put it straight down the middle, and McNulty saved comfortably. But goes forward now. It's headed there by Stephen O'Donnell, who's had a good impact on the game since coming on. O'Donnell turns and plays it over the top. That's for McMillan, but it's too far, and McNulty will pick that up pretty comfortably. He rolls it out straight away to Darren Dennehy, who gives it on first time to Ross Gaynor. Gaynor now deflects the ball off Meenan. So it will be a throw into Cork City, and it will be Billy Dennehy to take it here at the Aviva in a game that's plenty of atmosphere. The sun has definitely died over on the south Dublin. We're getting towards the night. The lights are on. Ball is over the top there by Colin Healy towards Mark O'Sullivan. He's surely dragged off the ball and then goes down. I mean, Garland literally wrestled him out of the way of the ball so that he get to it. Okay, this is what we're saying though. These are the battles that you need things to go your way. Garland needs to be picked up on this in order for Markey to be able to play his game. Anyway, it's with Andy Boyle. Plays it back inside to Stephen O'Donnell. O'Donnell back to Boyle again. Boyle now gives it out left to Dane Massey. Massey gives it back to Andy Boyle. Boyle now into Darrell Horgan. Horgan into Massey. Massey tries to take a pass to Dunleavy, but
they'll go down there, to be honest. That would have been one that possibly could have been given.
Goes on here with Boyle again.
Boyle on the left wing.
It's well intercepted there by John Dunleavy. Can he hold on to it? Yes, he can. Gives it to Mark O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan now has Billy Dennehy on the right hand side. He's dispossessed once again. Goes down once again. And once again, a free kick is not given to Rogers in towards Stephen O'Donnell. We're getting towards 25 minutes left in tonight's FAI Irish Daily Mail FAI Cup final. I was always going to say the Irish Daily Mail Fords. But anyway, it's out left with Dane Massey here. Massey now plays it inside to Darrell Horgan. Horgan takes a touch, turns away from Gary Buckley. Coming forward, and now is Horgan. Horgan takes it into the City box. This could be the goal, no! And it's tried to play it into the box. I think he got kind of caught between squaring it and shooting it himself, and the shot was straight at Mark McNulty, who just put his hands down and blocked it away. But that was an excellent chance for Dundalk there. I actually genuinely thought, David, that was the moment my heart kind of dropped there. City fans doing the... Yeah.
No, bad Cork City fans.
So ball played, and Gartland wins that ahead of O'Sullivan. That is a fair challenge. O'Keely winning that header. Gone down to O'Donnell, who takes it down, gives it back to Boyle. Boyle is under pressure from Mark O'Sullivan, who's just running non-stop. I suppose for the players here though, Dave, like, you know, this is the last game of their season, you know, especially for Cork City, you know, like you've just got to try and put it in, because you know that you're going to have the entire off season off when you're done. You're going to have a couple of months off or a month or two off.
It's going to go out.
It won't. It'll Marcus Sullivan to keep it in. Dundalk fans went out, but Sarah's not buying it. It's affect off the city foot, but Marcus Sullivan picks it up. Or Mark McNulty. What do you call Marcus Sullivan? Yeah.
Marcus Sullivan is big enough to play in goal.
Throw out to Ross Gaynor. Gaynor now down the left hand side, being tracked by Richie Towell. And wins it. Can Gaynor keep it in? Yes, he does. No, he can't, but it will be a Cork City throw-in. To our advantage. So Towell isn't happy with that. Thrown out back to Colin Healy. Colin Healy now is spaced across. He spreads the ball out right. That's for Billy Dennehy. Denny now takes it down. Denny looking for a cross. Does swing it in left foot. That's towards Gary Buckley. And Marcus Sullivan jumping for it. The two of them jumping for it. I think Sullivan actually would have been better off leaving Buckley to have it, because Buckley had first sight of it. But anyway, play goes on. It's with Dave McMillan. He's actually in his own half, Dave McMillan. Dundalk's most attacking player. Now played inside towards McMillan. Yes, that is indeed very easy. It's on with Ronan Finn. Finn now back to McMillan. McMillan tries to play it off with Finn, but Kevin O'Connor is here to block down. It's with Stephen O'Donnell. Plays it back inside to Richie Towell. Space for Towell. Towell now inside to Ronan Finn. He feels like he was clipped. No. It will be a Cork City ball, and Mark McNulty takes this quickly. And now City have a chance to break for John Dunleavy. The Cork City captain plays a through ball. That's down the line for Billy Denny. He gets in there first. Falls over. It wasn't a free kick. It was actually Billy Denny should have just kept his feet there and won that, because he would have had a really good opportunity to cross the ball in there. That is really stupid by Billy Denny. But anyway, City go forward. It's with Brian Gartland. Gartland now coming forward with a man who scored an amazing amount of goals, scored a couple of times against Cork City himself, with Chris Shields the right back. And I'm still so surprised that City haven't tried to target Shields on that right hand side. Everybody in the League of Ireland and their dog knows that Chris Shields isn't a starting right back. I'm so surprised that they haven't. Nor is he pacey. I'm so surprised they haven't switched Shepherd and Denny. Maybe they might have a run. They might have a run in with the last 10 minutes or something. But I just feel like
that when Ross Gaynor was going forward there, once Chris Shields was tracking him back,
he switched Towell, yeah. Ball gone forward there, but Meaning can't get onto it, and Ross Gaynor will take it. He's coming forward with it. Ross Gaynor, the former Sligo man, signed for City at the start of the season, plays into Carl Shepherd. Shepherd now plays on Imagine what City would be like if they had Billy Denny and Stephen Beattie on the wing. Anyway, it's Denny or Dunleavy's high crossed in, headed away there by Gartland up towards Marcus Sullivan, but Stephen O'Donnell takes that down. Calls for a handball. I don't think it was intentional, but anyway, goes on left hand side with Darrell Horgan, the former Salt Hill Devon Sligo Rovers and Cork City player now. Plays it back to Massey, who just kicks the ball away. That's annoying for Massey. I suppose it gives a chance for Dundalk to clear their lines to re-get their shape, but just giving possession back to Cork City. City have definitely dominated possession in the last 5 minutes, as Bennett now plays it back to Mark McNulty. McNulty will play it long over the top. That's for Gary Buckley to try and win. He can't, but Gartland clears away to Meenan. It is actually, Meenan takes it down. He has Chris Shields on his outside. Instead plays it back to Brian Gartland. Gartland will probably go back inside to Boyle, which he does, and Boyle now takes it away. We have 20 minutes pretty much left in the FAI Cup final, as Dane Massey is now down this left hand side. He plays in Meenan down this left hand side, who's being tracked by Colin Healy, Cork City substitute, who came on about 5 minutes ago. Meenan now stops and gives it back to Darrell Horgan. Horgan now takes it on, crosses it in. That's for Mark McNulty. Yeah. Oh, and that is a very late tackle by McMillan on McNulty. McMillan apologising straight away, saying he was just going for the ball. It was very late though. Interesting to see a replay of that. We won't get it. Gaynor now coming forward with it. He's taking on Shields and he leaves the ball behind him, and Shields commits a foul, but referee maybe could play his advantage. So Healy plays it back to Darren Denny, who gives the ball back to Mark McNulty. McNulty's going to play this. No, he's not. He's going to take a touch. He's going to play this long. Actually, he plays it short.
He's making you a today.
Yeah, he is. Kieran Kilduff is warming up on this near end side, so he will come on. Another former Cork City player who's now donning the white and black of Dundalk. There's a good ball there by Colin Healy into Marcus Sullivan. McNulty being forced away from goal by Brian Gartland, and plays it down to John Dunleavy. Dunleavy first time ball onto Billy Denny. Back to Dane Massey, comes away from Massey, plays the ball over the top for Carl Shepherd. That's an interesting one. Shepherd on the byline, comes away from Chris Shields. Shields must be careful, he doesn't foul Shepherd in this situation. Shepherd gets to the byline, plays it off Shields. It will be a Cork City corner.
Can you tell me the one Cork City player who's played for Dundalk?
Ross Gaynor.
Yes.
RD man. My dad was trying to claim that he comes from Galway. Wrong.
Substitution for Dundalk, number 9, David McMillan, being replaced by number 16, Kieran Kilden.
We're in the 71st minute, and McMillan makes way for Kieran Kilduff. Second sub for Dundalk, yeah. 3 subs so far in tonight's game. That's an interesting change. Kilduff, they always say you should never make a substitution when you're defending a corner. Dundalk have just done that. Kilduff picking up Kevin O'Connor now. It's Billy Denny with the cross in. Crosses it in, it's Gary Buckley underneath it, flapped away, it's down to Alan Bennett. Bennett totally miskicks his shot, but he goes to Kevin O'Connor. First time volley, hits it into the ground, but ahead of the way there by Andy Boyle. Back up there for O'Connor again. O'Connor gets a hit in it, but only as far as Darrell Horgan. Darrell Horgan gives away the ball to Carl Shepherd, and neither side can seem to hold on to it. It's with Shepherd now. Shepherd giving it back to Gaynor, yeah, he is. He plays. Gaynor's going to give it inside to Colin Healy. The ball to the head of Healy. Healy managed to hold on to it. Gives out left to Kevin O'Connor. O'Connor's going to swing this one in now. He has 2 big players in there. He is Mark Sullivan in the back post. It's knocked down to Billy Denny. It's just one fall. Denny shoots, but blocked off. 2 Dundalk players. One is Massey. The other is Boyle. City have a throw in. This is extremely positive.
Much better for Cork City now.
But Healy now back to Dunleavy. Dunleavy just can't give. Dunleavy gives the ball away, and it will be a Dundalk throw in. But good chance there for Cork City there.
Yeah, we'll probably get a replay over here. I can't remember who it was. Billy Denny got the eventually shot away.
Eventually Billy Denny got the shot away. But there was a chance there for Kevin O'Connor.
Just both of them mishit like. Bennett took an air swing and then O'Connor just hazed him.
John Connor getting spoken to. John Coffey refuses to speak. So Cots to give him a speak, giving Coney O'D his opinion as John Dunleavy gets a head on, just gets enough purchase on it to knock it towards Darren Denny, and the ball goes back to Mark McNulty. McNulty clears this one forward, that's towards Carl Shepherd. Shepherd now takes it down on the far hand side, gives it back to Ross Gaynor. Gaynor now ball over the top, but Stephen O'Donnell is there to win well, and it's with Chris Shields, who's been forced to play right back, was originally playing in front of the back 4, but slotted into right back as Gannon came off. Now it's with Massey. Massey coming up against Billy Denny. Massey plays it back to Boyle, and Boyle just takes it forward. Chance for perhaps Dundalk to work some sort of set piece here as Boyle comes forward with it. He's been given loads of space, plays down the channel for Owen Finn with the ball in sport, and it'll go for a Cork City goal kick. But that's dangerous for the City, allowing any player really that much space going forward in their own
half.
They
were running backwards, like they weren't. I think John O'Leary was just, I know, tracking his man all the same, but still with his back to the ball. As Chris Shields coming forward, or not Chris Shields, Andy Boyle.
So it'll be a goal kick here for Mark McNulty.
Yeah, we're just looking at who else is on the City bench actually. Morrissey's there, McSweeney is there. John Flynn is in Houlihan as well.
Ball over there by Mark McNulty, headed on by Brian Garland.
Free against Garland again.
Brian Fitz has an program today.
Does he?
Yeah, he does. Excellent.
On who?
At B_tweets Gerald.
Yeah.
About the Cork City Hall of Fame.
Oh, I wonder what.
Yeah.
Which one day Dan Worley will enter?
Yeah, most certainly, the most deserving.
Current crop, I'd say, or last decade.
So Healy will take this now.
And quite possibly John O'Flynn as well.
It's a free kick. Sorry, we forgot to mention it was a free kick. Maybe we did.
I did. I said Garland got the foul again.
Okay, so it's Colin Healy now to put in this free kick. He puts it in, that's for Darren Alan Bennett, but head in the way. Mark McNulty went down under a challenge there, City fans aiming for a penalty. With Mark Sullivan, sorry. It's with Darrell Horgan. There's only way you're looking at me. Darrell Horgan now, good ball. That would have been a ball that would have split over the City defence and had gone to Rich Town, but it wasn't quite to the feet of the former Celtic man. And City come forward with it again. It's Ross Gaynor plays over the top for Carl Shepherd. Shepherd nudges into Shields, and it'll be a free kick.
Here's how you remember the difference between Sullivan and McNulty. One of them's wearing yellow.
I know. I had to commentate on Longford twice, which had 2 Kevin O'Connors.
Yeah, actually, I would have been unfortunate. Yeah, plastic ball on the pitch.
Hey, beach ball.
Get it
Is he going to pop it? No, he's not. He's going to respect another person's property. We like to see that by Ross Gaynor. There you go. Goes off to the side of the pitch here. And that is the beach ball gate over.
Yes.
Right, so it's Gary Rogers. Rogers now plays a short to Boyle. Or Dundalk building from the back. I've done really good. I've barely said draw it all game.
Yes,
it's with Andy Boyle now. We're down to Massey on this left hand side. Massey inside Darrell Horgan. Darrell Horgan manages to hold on to the ball under pressure from Gary Buckley. Now plays it back inside to Gartland. Gartland takes a touch. Gartland now plays it on to Stephen O'Donnell. O'Donnell coming forward in it now. Former Cork City player, affectionately known as Stevie Sideways, gives away the ball. And now City have a chance to break.
Maybe
Maybe not. as Conn Healy now tracks back and gives it back to Ross Gaynor. Gaynor now played down the channel. Oh, and Chris Shields is just there, but he was lucky because he was out of position. Shields now, ball over. Yeah, it is a good ball over the top for Richie Towell. Towell now takes it down, cleared it away. He's going after it again.
No, get up! Are you kidding me? The ref said get up!
McKeown, is he giving a free kick for
yeah,
that?
Yeah, the linesman gave it.
Wow. That is, we're going to have a look at that again on the screen.
It's not that one. This one here.
That's it. Yeah, never a free kick. Went down far too easy.
That's nothing like.
And
the referee went like that, like.
Yeah, even the referee told him to get up. But the linesman on the far side gave it. So, we're going to see who's the linesman on the far side. The linesman on the far side is Mark Galvin, who gave it.
And I was right, it was a regret.
Right, so it will be a free kick, and this is in a very dangerous spot for Dundalk. It's Dane Massey to step over it. There's less than 15 minutes left. In the 76th minute of the 2015 FAI Cup final. Not to scare you, but this would be a really bad moment for Dundalk to score. You can see even Gary Rogers. This is Dane Massey now with the free kick. Hits against the wall, knocks down to Meenan. Dundalk plans pleading for handball, but not given. Out to Stephen O'Donnell. Shot by Stephen O'Donnell. Wide by Stephen O'Donnell. Left and wide of the near post here for Matt McNulty, and City can breathe another sigh of relief.
Never going in.
No, always bending away.
Claiming handball here. Let's have a look. They're right.
I don't
know. What do you think?
Darren Meenan being replaced by number 8.
Yeah.
John
Somehow he does make his way into the game. Okay, I have a problem with you for that. How can you turn your back to the ball, have your hands down by your side, and still be given handball?
It was handball.
It wasn't
handball.
Yeah, but it should have been given for
a penalty. No.
Well, there you go. Okay, I thought you were saying it was a penalty.
Jesus, no.
Okay, right, okay. It did technically come off his hand, but that's not to say it wasn't handball.
Away, like.
And also, he's turning away from it, and he has his hands down. He can't claim that as being a penalty. Ball over the top there by Mark McNulty. And headed away there by Andy Boyle. Now it's with Darren Denny. Denny now clears it away. It's down to Kevin O'Connor. O'Connor, good tackle there by Richie Towell. Knocked back there by Carl Shepherd. Shepherd to Gaynor. Gaynor now over the top towards Mark O'Sullivan. It's a good win there by Brian Garland ahead of O'Sullivan. And Dundalk back on the ball. They've definitely controlled possession in the last few minutes. But City definitely having their chances. Ball over the top there now with Gartland. That's towards Kilduff, yeah. He's been pretty quiet since he's come on. Let's hope that stays the same way as it goes back with Chris Shields now. Plays the ball over the top, that's dangerous. It's for Ronan Finn down the channel. Ronan Finn puts in the first time ball. And Darren Denny gets there, punched away there by Mark O'Sullivan, or Mark McNulty. Stop saying Mark O'Sullivan, Kevin. Sorry. It's now with Billy Denny. Who's sorry, never supported Cork City League. He's below in for the cup final. It's with Danny Morrissey going to come on. Let's hope he injures his hamstring.
Mark O'Sullivan.
Oh, that's interesting. It's going to be a ball over on the right hand side. It's for John Dunleavy. Dunleavy down the right hand side now. He's going to cross this one in. Doesn't get the ball in. It's for the back post. It's for Buckley, but he can't get to it. And it'll go out to Mountney, the most recent Dundalk sub, who takes it forward. As Dave said here, we will see a sub. It will be Danny Morrissey and it will be Mark O'Sullivan to come off. So Mark O'Sullivan has played his last bit of action for Cork City for the season. He will be replaced by Danny Morrissey, should I say.
Being replaced by number 15.
Essentially a bowling ball for a bowling pin.
So now for the last 10 minutes, it worked against Bray. It could work again. We have Danny Morrissey to come on, a player who has started his career at Middleton, came up through the underage ranks for the under-17s, extremely impressed. Has already an FAI Cup medal for the under-17s, and excelled also was part of that double winning team for the 17s and 19s. Dave throws away his programme in disgust. All of his facts have just been given away by me. I know. And so that is Danny Morrissey to come on. The man who got City to the Cup semi-final. That's a dangerous back pass, but McNulty takes it down well, and the clearance is extremely poor. Goes right out. So Dundalk will start quickly. That's handball.
Stephen Kenny caught that ball. How was it taken from there?
Yeah, I have no idea. But anyway, it's down towards Richie Towell. He's on the left-hand side. Towell now crosses in, but deflected away by Don Dunleavy. Goes back to Towell again. Towell now turning away from goal, gives it back to Horgan. I'm trying to find it hard to see because there's a mount there. It's with Horgan. Horgan coming forward and now brings the ball out right. That's for Chris Shields. Chris Shields takes it down. Carl Shepherd does very well to win the ball off him. Holds it off, gives it to Gaynor, and the lines are clear. That was really good work there by Carl Shepherd. Marcy wasn't sure whether to come or go for that. He probably should have gone for it. Now he's decided to go for it. Almost catches Garland. Garland managed to play a nice 1-2 with Stephen O'Donnell, should I say. And now Dundalk coming forward on it. Dundalk now out left to Dane Massey. Massey gives the ball over the top. That's flicked on there by Kieran Kilduff, but he can't get a win, and it will go out for a Cork City goal kick. 0-0. Less than 10 minutes to go. Dave, your thoughts? How's it going to go? No, nothing.
Oh, we have an attendance, actually. We do have an attendance. 25,120.
I'm surprised. Less than I thought.
Yeah,
Thought there'd be at least 30. Oh, yeah. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how many people there. I don't care if there was only one person got in the gate just once we won the final. And that person was me.
Yeah, I'd rather 3 maybe.
Yeah.
One fan and 2 of us.
Yeah.
And hopefully
the
11 players for Cork City as well.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, when you do need 11 players to win a cup final, it is kind of difficult to win a cup final without players.
You just need Gary Breen, to be honest.
Or enough money. It's with Billy Denny now. Takes it down. And the touch is poor. Gives it away to Stephen O'Donnell. O'Donnell now plays it on to Richie Towell. Towell load of space. Kevin O'Connor's trying to track Towell coming forward. Great ball out to the right hand side. Advantage played. It's with Mountney now at this right hand side. Mountney crossing in for Kilduff. But Massey's on it, but headed away there. And it's with Stephen O'Donnell. O'Donnell has loads of space on him. Gives it out right again. That's for Horgan. And Gaynor will be booked for this, for a handball. And it's a free kick in a very dangerous position. I'll look at that on the screen again. I don't know why he did that.
I'm not sure either.
We'll see. Or was it just accidental? I'm not sure.
No, it's pretty deliberate.
Yeah, it is. He did stick out his arm. Maybe he just thought that Horgan was...
Well, he said wasn't going to reach it, was he?
Yeah.
And if he misses that, Horgan's in behind.
Exactly, so...
Maybe a tactical handball.
So it's Horgan now with it. You have Danny Marcy and Billy Dennehy. No, it's not actually. It's Carl Shepherd in the wall. Billy Dennehy has stepped out. Will just be one man in the wall. Darryl Horgan to cross this in. Horgan. There's plenty of players running. Richie Towell's running. We keep an eye on Massey. Hoyle puts it in. And knocked on there by City Head, and it only goes out as far as Massey. Massey's now at the edge of the box. The Barnes side puts the ball back in. Marcus McDonald's is up for it, can't get to it, and ahead, and that's over the bar. And that's Kieran. Is it Kieran Kilduff? It is Kieran Kilduff underneath it. Kieran Kilduff is absolutely deadly with headers from Cork City, and thankfully he couldn't repeat the trick. That there was Alan Bennett stuffed his line as a clearance. Massey put it back in. Mark McNulty went to go for it, and wow, that was a great chance. He did enough to put him off, but it was a great chance for Kilduff, and he timed that header right.
7 minutes.
Yeah, 7 minutes left.
I can't cope with this.
Yeah, this is too much. It's played up towards Danny Marcy. I'm glad I can just keep talking because it just wins the long ball.
He's not going to win like the long ball.
No, he's not going to win the long ball.
Danny Marcy's only going to win one.
Keely's clearance is only as far as a throw in, and it will be Ronan Finn who throws it back to Chris Shields. Shields now takes a touch. We owe them a last minute goal. We absolutely owe them a last minute goal. It's Andy Boyle now gives out left to Dane Massey. Massey down the left hand side for Towell. He's still in loads of space. Towell. Colin Healy's coming across. Towell now crossing in. Oh, it's a shot actually, but Mark McNulty saves well. Good hands there. He's looking for it. No, he's going to play it quick. It's in towards Billy Denny. Billy Denny doesn't have much with him. He asked for it quickly. Oh, great work there by Denny to get the better of a Dundalk man. And now gets taken out by Chris Shields. That will be a free kick. That will be a booking for Chris Shields. Now, the question is, you attack Marcy on Shields. Attack him. Force him to turn. Force him to either commit a foul or force him to give away something. That is indeed a free kick.
If Danny Marcy gets the ball in this near hand touch, run at Chris Shields from now. Or even switch Billy onto him.
It will be a deep free kick here for Cork City. Colin Healy to put it in.
That's the first time
84 minutes 10 seconds in tonight's game. As you can see, 5 minutes 40 seconds left.
That's the first
Colin
time
Healy now
on Shields, and he's booked him, like.
crossed in now. Denny in the corner, but that just went over Darren Denny's head. Guy Rogers was there to catch. It was good work there by Rogers, because it's always a difficult one when it's coming out like that. Did well to catch, but had Darren Denny gotten a touch on that.
It's going in, like.
Very close. Played in now towards Richie Towell. Towell now plays out the right hand side to Chris Shields, who's just been booked. He's being fronted by Carl Shepherd. Finds Kieran Kilduff, who's dropped quite deep. Plays it to Mountney. John Mountney now on this right hand side. Cuts inside, plays inside to Towell. Towell plays in front of him. Kevin O'Connor with a late tackle there. Towell went out like a shot. Back to Mountney. Mountney now plays the ball over the top. That's for Dane Massey. Dane Massey keeps it in, passes it in. but headed away there by Healy, but can't get enough on it, and it'll go out for Shields, who's worked a long way, and that is a break for Cork City, because Chris Shields was breaking his legs to get to that, and he got a touch on it, but actually kept it, actually knocked it out of play himself, so gave away the throw.
I wonder how much use of broken legs if he had broken
I
legs.
don't know. It was
busting a gut, I think.
busting a gut, yeah.
A better phrase.
So it will be Grosskaner taking 4.5 minutes left. I'm only smiling because I'm so nervous. Playing it now, and Shepherd loses out, and it will be Dundalk on the ball again. They've definitely had the more possession, they've had the more territory in the last 5 minutes. City need to start getting on the ball more. It's with Dane Massey. Massey now plays it in to Finn, who lays off Horgan. Horgan now coming forward and down the left hand side. Horgan crossing in toward the back post, and Mark McNulty will just see that out. Dundalk with their own players and a smoke bomb. Whoa! And wow, that's pretty impressive. If extremely illegal.
4 minutes to go.
And we automatically all looked over to the City end to see what was
They're waiting for a goal.
So it's Mark McNulty now to take this goal kick. With less than 4 minutes left in tonight's final, plays up towards Gary Buckley. He can't win it, but he does win a throw in. City need to get on the ball here. They just need to slow things down. Buckley's sore, I think he's okay. It's just taking the momentum out of the game, really, Gary Buckley. That's what it's all about.
Now, this would be an interesting one if Buckley is injured. Who'd you bring on? If Dan Murray or Gavin Houlihan? And this will tell what JC is thinking. This sub, if he has to come off, will tell what John Coughlin is thinking.
I know that a lot of people are going to disagree with me here. I just think Dan Murray. I just think Dan is like...
You forget that I have Dan back to last goal.
No, I know, but like most people will say, bring on Houlihan, be attacking. No, not Kenny. He has, but Murray is solid. He's experienced, and he is an incredible man for popping up and getting a goal in a big game from a set piece. If we win a corner and Dan Murray is up there, he's going to cause havoc.
And you say, well, if he's on the defence, if Richie Towell and Darryl Horgan running at Colin Healy and Dan Murray, a combined age of 67.
I know, but it's I made this point earlier. It's not necessarily always about the age. It's about how well you can read the game, and I feel like that's a big, that's a pretty big part of it. Dan Murray and Colin Healy are great readers of the game. They're really good at being able to see what's happening before it happens. I don't think this is a kind of an empty conversation here because Gary Buckley's going to come back on.
The whole ground is singing 7 Nation hours.
So now it's with Colin Healy. Healy now back in towards Dunleavy. Dunleavy back to Healy. Almost won by Darryl Horgan. Can City keep the ball in? It's still in the back there by Massey on Billy Denny. Dundalk with the ball back, throwing it quickly. That's taken down by Darryl Horgan. Horgan, that's tackled there by Kevin O'Connor. He feels like Horgan put the ball out, but McKeown deciding that it is a Dundalk throw, and ball back now towards Horgan on this left hand side. Horgan gets to the byline, crosses it in, but Mark McNulty will be there. That's good work by Mark McNulty. Early shout there to Alan Bennett, and two players who have done very well. McNulty is probably the record clean sheet holder. He's kept over a season and a half worth of clean sheets in the last 2 years. He plays out long there, but City loses the ball again, and that ball in, I think he's just trying to find a ball over the top so that Danny Marcy can get the better of the Dundalk backline. That is that ball, and Colin Healy, it is Danny Marcy onto it. Marcy was shoot first time, and that was kind of a crossing towards Shepherd. And that was really intelligent by Shepherd. He did really well to try and knock it down to Buckley, but it just didn't work out. Dundalk come away with the ball again. It's in towards Kieran Kilduff. Bennett does brilliantly to get ahead of Kilduff. Kilduff goes down there, he's not happy. And City have the ball again with Darren Denny. Less than a minute left in regulation time here at the Aviva Stadium. Played in towards Carl Shepherd. Shepherd now over the top there towards Billy Denny. Denny now headed away well there by Dane Massey. Now up towards Alan Bennett. My chest is actually getting tight from... I think I'm going to start to hyperventilate. I'm so nervous. It's with Chris Shields now. Shields now on the right hand side. It's played in towards Darryl Horgan. Horgan with lifted in for Kieran Kilduff. Back to Towell, and Towell's shot is away. It's knocked away. Thank God Richie Towell didn't score there. It's knocked done. But played away. Marcy switch! Marcy's on! And Colin Healy just holds it up. And the entire crowd was baying for Colin Healy to play that ball over the top towards Danny Marcy. And it's a power ball. It's given back towards Chris Shields. Shields now going forward with it.
The fourth official has indicated there will be an additional 3 minutes.
3 minutes, ball over the top there for John Mountney. Mountney puts the ball in, it's in fact off a City ball, it's Ross Gaynor, and it will be a Dundalk corner. 3 minutes left in tonight's game. It's just been added. The added time has just been announced, 3 minutes, and it will be a corner for Dundalk. It is Darrell Horgan to take it. City have been under pressure. There was a fantastic chance there for Con Healy to play in Danny Marcy. Now City are on the back foot. They just need to.
Knowles has to get this. Come out and play.
Darrell Horgan now to take this. Horgan now puts it in, and McDonald's underneath and punches away. Did enough and won himself a free.
Went out.
Oh, went down, went in. Thank God.
Leave
Okay,
the ball, will
I
you?
need you to do a commentary.
Yeah, I'll take extra time.
I think I'm actually going to have a heart attack.
Alright. Slow down. Breathe.
I think it's partly the flares as well. This is why you should never commentate on a game of this size that you're attached to. It's now with Mark McNulty. McNulty now plays over the top. That's for Gary Buckley to win. Can Gary Marcy? Yes, he does. No, he can't. It's intercepted by O'Donnell. And O'Donnell's going down hurt there. Playing towards Kilduff. And so he will just leave that run to Mark McNulty. Does well there. McNulty clear. And that's up towards Shields. And now Shields has a foot race with Shepherd, but Shepherd won't get there.
See, not bang, but then there's no smoke flare around. Like,
Will you say, Dave, is it fair to say the City have been naive not targeting Chris Shields since he's been booked?
Yes. And they've used all their subs now, and we still got one left.
We have. We've no idea how long. I think it's like a minute gone, maybe in the added 3 minutes. This game will go to extra time. It's with Ross Gaynor. He plays it up. It's for Carl Shepherd. Shepherd takes it down now. Knocks it back. Mountney wins it. Plays it off Shepherd, and it will be a Dundalk throw-in. City just can't get a hold of the ball in the last few minutes. Just can't get a hold of it.
10 minutes.
But it's been going on for the last 20 minutes now. They've been defending resolutely, but they just need to get possession. You can't concede if you have the ball.
Unless you're Alan Bennett in 2003 with Cameron Rovers.
It's now headed away by Darren Dennehy. Bennett is across the cover. Brilliant tackle by Alan Bennett. Bennett came across the cover and rid Mountney of the ball. A fantastic tackle, absolutely essential, but it is a Dundalk throw-in. Please, can we just get rid of the ball out of our own half so I can take a deep breath? It's with Chris Shields now. Shields with the throw-in. He throws it to Finn. Finn now coming up against Carl Shepherd. Gives it back to Shields. Shields crosses it in towards Darrell Horgan, who gets there first, but loses it away. It's cleared away by Ross Gaynor.
Go, Danny, go.
And only as far as Andy Boyle, Danny Marcy is covering down to O'Donnell. O'Donnell now left to Dane Massey. Massey now back to Stephen O'Donnell. O'Donnell back in towards Massey, and now he has Richie Towell with him. Gives it to Towell. Towell has space in front of him.
Should be stepping up.
Comes in. A full time.
Score to 90
Richie, you weren't going to score. You weren't going to score,
Richie Towell is not happy. He's coming in there.
He's such a
There will now be 30 minutes of extra time, and if the scores are still level, then the match will be decided by a penalty shootout.
Right, we're not going to the press room.
I'm going up to the Dundalk boys to get their view on the whole.
Okay, I'm going to stay here so man the ship. Full time. You know, it's not over yet, Cork City fans. What's there to say? It's been a poor game of football. In truth, it has been a very poor game of football. Limited chances. It's been, my God, has it been tense. The first half is dragged, the second half is flown. This is very hard. This is incredibly difficult for a Cork City fan. You're trying, for a moment like this. It's on a knife edge. City have been absolutely battling. They've been totally under the kibosh for the last 20 minutes, but they've managed to hold on. They've managed to keep Dundalk out. They need to get a chance of their own. They have Danny Marcy up front. Chris Shields is also on a yellow card. That's just something that Johnny Seed should have been targeting 20 minutes ago. He has decided not to. It's a big one. There's nothing really much more to say. We will have a half an hour of added time. We will start the clock there again for that. There will be a small break. Obviously, remember that there will be a very small turnaround for the half time of extra time. So this is the last real big break that the two teams have, unless it goes to penalties. Dundalk fans are coming over. Stephen Kenny is bringing his players right in front of their fans. He's just saying, look at what they've done for you over the last couple of seasons. Look how many of this, how these players these fans have travelled. Look how much this means to the club. You have 30 minutes now. You've got to dig deep. You've got to win. Johnny C would presumably be saying the same thing. City fans are much less vocal. They're just spent. I think it's just been really extremely difficult for Cork City since this game. So it will be extra time here at the Aviva Stadium, at least, to decide who goes away with the 2015 Irish Daily Mail FAI Cup. City have won it twice in their history, 1998 and 2007. They also lost in 2002 to Bohemians, and they lost in 1988 to Derry City. We've never played Dundalk in a cup final. This is the moment now for Cork City. Too long have we been the wrong side of big games against Dundalk. Remember this time 54 weeks ago when we were in the park seeing things not go our way. We have gotten some more breaks in this game. We're still looking for a few more. Doesn't look like there's going to be any changes here at full time. Alan Bennett is getting rubbed down there. He's obviously feeling the effects. City fans getting around in a huddle. This is huge. This is 30 minutes to decide who goes away with the biggest game in Irish football. Dave McKeown now calling the teams back in and waiting for Dave to come back. We will get the clock going once we start. What can I say? We've just gotta hope that City can pull it out of the bag. Each single player in there have put in a massive effort. You can't fault their effort at all throughout the entire game, but they just need that one chance. They need to take that one chance to win this game. So the teams will toss again. Will be John Dunleavy and new captain Stephen O'Donnell to decide that with Dave McKeown. Dave, please speak for a bit.
Should I do extra time?
No, it's okay. Well, you want to do extra time?
No.
Okay, well then I'll do extra time.
I'll see what I'll do to you. I might chip in if you collapse.
Yeah.
And then I'll finish the match. And then
then you got an ambulance. You are not calling an ambulance before the end of this game.
Unless Dan Murray comes on to score a winner, in which case. Yeah.
Oh dear God. Okay, so City, we will start the first half.
What are they, Alex? What ones are they players?
They're the bangers. We will start the first half we'll start the second half as we began the first half. Playing from right
so
to
we'll
left.
start the second game to start the first game, not the second half.
Sorry, the third
half.
We will start the first half extra time like we started the first half of the game.
Oh my God.
So we will have a timer there so you can see how long it's gone. 15 minutes obviously aside, 30 minutes overall. No golden goal, thank God.
I would rather we get thumped 4-0 than this.
Oh no, don't say that. It is Dave McKeown who was going to restart the game here at the Aviva. We've gone into extra time. A couple of finals have gone into extra time in the past. Here we are underway, and it is Dundalk who will start. A couple of games have gone into finals in the past. A couple of them have gone to penalties. Probably the most famous one is Kieran Kelly's numerous saves. City gave away the ball once again. That is with Stephen O'Donnell.
I'll take this one.
Yeah, I do.
Massey now to Finn. Finn heading backwards though. Trying to give it back to Massey. Does so. This goes between Massey and Finn. And Finn, can he keep that in? Yes, he can. Got to advance in the City box. Got to take on Bill Denny. Still going Finn. Finn with the cross towards Massey and away. And Danny Morrison can't get there. Head of Stephen O'Donnell. Can he? No, he can't.
Handball.
O'Donnell plays free. No, advantage given. Darren Horgan now. Horgan. Still trying to find space. Massey, they're not trying to pass the ball in and they're not going to be able to do that. Here comes City now. Gary Buckley.
City on the break. Gary Buckley on it. Gives out left to Ross Gaynor. Ross Gaynor now gives it down the left hand channel. That's for Carl Shepard coming up against Chris Shields, who's already been booked. He goes down on the challenge and wins himself a free kick. Yes, indeed. So we'll be taken quickly by Dundalk. Oh no, I've just started the clock by accident.
That's okay.
That's okay.
Add a minute on.
Yeah, you'll add a minute onto. Oh no, it's not. Actually, we're grand. So it is with Richie Towell now, gives it on to Massey, who goes a good ball into Ronan Finn. Ronan Finn takes it on now, beats Kevin O'Connor. Ronan Finn is running into the box. Finn with the shot, straight at Mark McNulty once again. And Dave, we talked about taking our chances. Dundalk have had a good few ones there, and again that was a poor miss by Ronan Finn by his standards.
Yeah, I mean, look at the space there for some mountain, is there? I think on the edge, coming in at the edge.
Look, City are just getting a bit ragged in defence. It's kind of tired. The long ball up top isn't, again, it's bad. Header there by Shields, but Boyle asked Rogers to come out. Rogers didn't come out, and Granny Marcy almost snuck in. Headed now by John Dunleavy, headed away by Massey, knocked down by Towell. It's on towards Kevin O'Connor. O'Connor wins it, gives it back to Dunleavy. Dunleavy now all the way back to Mark McNulty. McNulty will take a touch and will play it short here to Darren Dunleavy, who pulls away. Dunleavy now out left to Ross Gaynor. Gaynor down, cuts inside actually, Mountney, and comes inside, plays inside to Colin Healy. Healy takes it on. I think Ross Gaynor's definitely candidate for man of the match here, as Colin Healy now plays it back to McNulty once again, but City just keeping possession as McNulty now kicks that, and Darrell Horgan wins that. Kevin O'Connor not even challenging, and Dundalk come away with it. Just as I was saying that City have possession, they've given it away. It's with Darrell Horgan. Horgan now turns back towards the City goal, has space, gives it in towards Towell. Towell now on the right hand side for Mountney, but Ross Gaynor's there well to win, puts the ball over the top, and Brian Gartlett will win this, and City are just camped in their own half.
Fitness is coming into it. Look, they have you can tell that they're ready to start the condition, like when they play goes on.
Everything goes on, so ball over the top there. John Dunleavy lets that one run, and we'll go out for a Cork City goal kick. Chance to take our breath for half a second. That's whew. It is definitely. I have restarted the clock there. That's annoying. Yeah, I wanted to change it so that there wasn't the hour there, but anyway, you can add 3 minutes onto it. There's no point in having it actually if you add 3 minutes onto it. I'll just do a countdown timer. Towell now with the header, knocked down by O'Donnell into Healy. Healy now coming forward. Healy plays the ball in towards McNulty, but Shields was there to clear. That was right at the last minute. Now the ball is towards Kilduff. Great win there by Benno, getting ahead of Kilduff, a very dangerous player in the air, as Darrell Horgan now gives it back to O'Donnell. O'Donnell back to Brian Gartland. Gartland coming forward and now gives it right to Chris Shields. Shields comes forward with it. Shields plays it inside to Stephen O'Donnell. Yeah, he does. He has Massey out left in space. He's going to find Massey out left in space. Dunleavy's worried about. Vinny Denny actually doing really well to track back there. Massey gives it into Darrell Horgan. Horgan now trying to find some space. Tries to get across him, but well cut out by John Dunleavy. If obviously a player's played with him a bit. As Gary Buckley goes down there very easy, but not given. But Dundalk have gone down that easy and gotten stuff before. So anyway, Ronan Finn plays it into Kilduff to Mountney, back to Kilduff, and outright to Chris Shields. Shields coming up against Cash Shepherd. Shields comes inside, crosses it left foot, headed away there by Darren Dennehy. Only as far as Stephen O'Donnell says, leave it to me, Dane Massey, I'll give it to you in a sec. He does give it to Massey. Massey now at the corner of the box, crosses it in. That's a dangerous one into the back post. Kilduff gets ahead in it, but it goes wide. The linesman has his flag up for ages and then decided to give it a goal kick, so no harm, no foul. Cullum says, I don't know about you, but I can't do another 30 minutes of this.
No, we don't.
We totally agree. It's too much. I think it was actually genuinely going to hyperventilate there.
To be fair, you'd be hyperventilating there for smoking inhalation. So.
That's true. Mark McNulty now plays the ball over the top. That's for Gary Buckley trying to move straight to Garland. And City players have to challenge this. Even if they're not the same physical capability, they have to challenge it. They're not challenging it. They're giving the ball straight back to Dundalk. Ronan Finn with it now. Finn gives it out right to Chris Shields. Shields gives it back to Garland. Garland inside to Stephen O'Donnell. O'Donnell now on to Boyle. Boyle comes forward with it. Boyle gives it on to Massey. Massey now down the channel for Richie Towell. Towell's going to keep this in play. He has Kevin O'Connor with him. He's going to give it back. He gives it back to Ronan Finn. Finn's going to shape up the shoot. Finn with the shot, and it's wide and right. And you can tell by McNulty's reaction. You can tell by the goalkeeper's reaction as to how close it's going to go. And Matt McNulty was never troubled by that, just seeing it wide. Just sliced through that one. Ronan Finn. He's had a couple of bad shots now. But City just need to try. It's easy to say and it's hard to do. I totally understand, but. As Dan Murray now is warming up in the corner there, as that ball is poor, and McNulty goes straight to Stephen O'Donnell. City just keep kicking the ball away from their kickouts. It's back to Darrell Horgan. He gives the ball back to Boyle. Gives on to Richie Towell. Towell has loads of space. He needs to be closed down quicker than that. He gives it to Kilduff. No turns. Gives it back to Towell, who gives it on to Stephen O'Donnell. O'Donnell coming forward. Dundalk definitely the better team in this extra time so far. Massey now at the edge of the box. Turns away looking for a chance to shoot. Plays it back to Ronan Finn. Finn sets up Richie Towell. Towell Is he going to shape the shoot? He's trying to buy space, gives it back to Mountney. Mountney now tries to put a ball over the top. Oh, and just about John O'Leary gets the head away there. That would have been a goal, and that was Bennett, or it wasn't, it was Denny who dawdled on it, and Darrell Horgan was in to try and win it. No, Mark McNulty again trying to play a quick ball over the top, and that seems to be City's tactic, to try and play a quick ball over the top, see if Danny Morrissey can run onto it. Trying to do a Shane Long on it, as Shane Long did here a few weeks ago, but it's not working. Dundalk are just too quick to it. Need to get the ball down, get the ball out wide, and get somebody running at Chris Shields.
We don't have to, like, I would imagine Chris Shields' fitness is the exact same as Cork City, every Cork City player apart from Danny Morrissey now.
It's with Richie Towell now.
No, look, he should be closed down now, but they don't have the pace, they don't have the stamina.
Towell gives it to Finn, who gives it to O'Donnell, back to Finn. Back to O'Donnell. This is all happening on halfway. O'Donnell now comes forward. It gives it out left to Dane Massey. Gives it back to Ronan Finn. Finn has Horgan with him. Plays it back to Horgan. Horgan goes back into his own half. Crosses the ball across to Brian Garland. And we've Dundalk recycle again. Going forward with Andy Boyle. Andy Boyle coming forward with it now. He has Darrell Horgan. No, plays it back to Ronan Finn. Finn now, who's dropped quite deep in the last 10 minutes, plays on to Towell. Towell go ball into Mountney. Mountney goes over, back to Towell. Great tackle there by Colin Healy. Gives the ball out to Carl Shepherd. Now Shepherd comes forward and down the left hand side. Doesn't have many people with him. He slips over. Ronan Finn wins it. That's disappointing. And Shepherd goes down. I think he's down with cramp. And the play goes on. It's with Mountney. Mountney crosses it in. That's a good clearance away by Darren Dennehy. But things are happening, and Carl Shepherd looks like he's down. He looks like he's in a lot of pain.
We're going to bring on Dan Murray.
Carl Shepherd looks like he's in a lot of pain.
The board was ready to bring on Dan Murray, like, so wouldn't have for Gary Buckley.
Yeah, I
so
think.
There might be a change in tactic now. Gavin Houlihan is there. I have no idea who else. I think that's it. That's all we can bring on, really.
So it's Darrell Horgan now with it.
So we've got a player now, and they can't take it yet.
Corky is still Corky. It's amazing.
Corky is still Corky.
It's just been quiet. The whole thing's been flat, even from the City end. It's been really flat.
Okay, now, like,
yeah, I know.
You think.
With Carl Shepherd down with the injury.
Already is talked out and he's pretty much ready to go. So, what the hell would happen now?
It definitely got chillier there in the last.
Would we bring Buckley out to right mid, would it?
I don't really know.
What are you whistling for? He's down yet. Classy.
Dundalk fans are happy with that.
Classy.
Dan Murray looks like he's about to get ready. He's still togged off, so presumably he is going to come on. As you said, will it be Buckley? Will it be Buckley out?
The yoke there.
Yeah, the substitution.
Substitution signal. So yeah, it is going to be Dan Murray. Playing left wing, can't wait.
I wonder will City be playing for penalties now that they have another attacking option gone?
Now that Dan Murray's on yet.
So it looks like Murray will come into the game, and it looks like Carl Shepherd is going to come off.
What does Galvin have to do to get down to his pitch? Or Carney, even. Carney's a winger. Sort of.
Yeah.
He's quite small, but he's a winger. That's quite penalties now. I mean, it was meant to be Buckley originally coming off. That was on the board.
Yeah. So it will be Carl Shepherd being taken off in a stretcher. Has put in a fantastic
substitution for Cork City. Number 19, Carl Shepherd, being replaced by number 6, Dan Murray.
So Dan Murray coming in to tonight's FAI Cup game. You can see her jigging him, just like so nervous. So it will be Horgan to take this corner.
Picking up Garrett in the straight line.
Horgan, he has Mountney with him. Horgan swings it in, head of the way there well by Darren Denny. I think it's back out to Horgan again. Calls for offside. Back to Mountney. Mountney now crosses it in. It comes off Gaynor. Mark McNulty's out. He doesn't get it. John Dunleavy has to head it out. It'll be another Dundalk corner. And once again, John Mountney's coming near side for it. It'll be the same thing again. It's Horgan right footed out swinging. Horgan now swings it out footed straight at Gaynor again, who heads it on down to Danny Morrissey. He gets a nudge in the back, play on, wins it back. Good work there by Morrissey. Kicked away there by Dennehy. It's just a case of backs and forwards. Yeah, Kevin O'Connor coming up to put pressure on Rogers, who clears the ball away. The ball is high up into the night sky here over D4, knocked down by Alan Bennett. He's not happy with the challenge by Kilduff. Keely just funts it up into the air. Looks like City are definitely playing a certain way. Richie Town now will take it down. Gives it back to Brian Garland. Garland on to Stephen O'Donnell. O'Donnell now turns, comes forward at it. O'Donnell now gives it out left. This is for Dane Massey. Massey now comes and gives it back to Stephen O'Donnell. On to Andy Boyle. Boyle back to O'Donnell and on to Brian Garland. Garland now has a chance to break into the Cork City half. He comes forward. Who is he going to find? He's looking for somebody short. Gives it short to Chris Shields, who's slotted in the right back, giving it to Ronan Finn, who's dropped deep. Finn just playing that little linchpin role that we often see Liam Miller play for Cork City. That's the ball over the top there for Stephen O'Donnell in towards Richie Towell. Towell nods it back, but can't get it towards a white and black shirt. Kevin O'Connor gets it and kicks it straight away. It looks like City are just funting whenever they have the ball. It's like an under fives match. Played in towards Ronan Finn now, and Dundalk are just dominating possession since we've started here for this period of extra time. Horgan now in, it's on towards Mountney. Mountney tries to play ball back in. Horgan's onto it. Horgan shot, and it's right and wide. And ironic cheers to the Cork City faithful because that was dangerous.
They're just trying to walk it in, and it's not. Again, you talk about taking your chances. Like that's at least 3 or 4 clean cut shots that they've had from in or inside or just around our box. Like no wide.
It's Mark McNulty now to take a goal kick for Cork City. We're 13 minutes into the second half. Only 2 minutes left before half time. Presumably I'll give Johnny Caulfield an opportunity to talk to his players and tell them what's going on. Looks like they're just hanging on really, Dave, really, aren't we, for the moment?
Again, Cartland against Marks is not going to win. Like, here comes Beckenbauer.
Dan Murray gives it short to Dunleavy, who plays the ball over the top, and that's just straight to Boyle, who heads the ball away, and now City. But it's like territory. English rugby, it's just like funting the ball up and hoping that you win territory and then hoping that they make a mistake. We're a minute and a half to the half-time break. Obviously,
just be a switch around.
Yeah, just be a quick switch around. We'll get the clock up again in the right format. John Dunleavy now gives it into Gary Buckley. Buckley now, who's supposed to be taken off, loses out. He's not happy at all with Dunleavy as Dundalk break now. It's Mountney with loads of space. Ross doesn't get there. Oh, great touch by Mountney in towards Richie Town. Town plays in Kilduff, and he's just played out by Bennett. Bennett gives him his snares if they say get up. In fairness, I didn't see much, so yeah, I wasn't looking for it. Just a good old-fashioned muscle between two players, but a dangerous tackling there. And City was a lovely chest down, and City are really clinging on. 45 seconds left before Dave McKeown. But there shouldn't be too. Oh yeah, well, there will be for Shepherd, yeah. Get it on there. It's Gary Buckley playing it over the top. That's for Morrissey. I don't know how quick City think Danny Morrissey is, but like he's not that.
Twice in the last month, like towards hamstring. So.
No, it's out the left hand side. It's back. Well, I'd rather see than John Flynn still. It's with Andy Boyle. Boyle now comes forward in it, in towards Ronan Finn. Finn turns away from Colin Healy, gives it on to Stephen O'Donnell. Stephen O'Donnell will take hold of it. He has Brian Gartland with him short. He also has Andy Boyle with him. He has Ronan Finn dropping deep. He gives it to Finn. Finn is being under pressure from Healy. That's great stuff from Healy. Oh, nutmegs Finn, but can't get the ball back. Just not enough.
There will be an additional 2 minutes of
2 minutes of added time. It isn't too much actually. It's less than how long Kilduff or Shepherd was down for. So 2 minutes of added time. That starts now. Mark McNulty with it now, playing the ball up, and that's towards Gary Buckley to try and win. Buckley being muscled there by Massey. Massey managed to win the ball back to O'Donnell, who plays it back to Boyle. Dundalk are just dominating the game ever since this first half of extra time has begun. Gartland now with the ball over the top. That's towards Kilduff. Headed away there well by Alan Bennett. It's down. That's Gary Buckley on it. Buckley, good ball there and towards Kevin O'Connor. Plays it back to Dan Murray. Murray now into Healy. Two Cork City stalwarts. Legend. Well,
that must be the oldest pass in football.
Yeah. It's Dunleavy now playing in towards Buckley. And Buckley, the linesman wasn't sure there. He really wasn't sure there. He hesitated. He was good for inside a Cork City favour. He obviously got told by McKeown, put it up for a Dundalk favour. The referee decided to take charge as Dan Murray does really well, just mowing straight through, wins the ball, gives a good ball to Billy Denny. Billy Denny now has a chance to run at Shields. First time we've probably seen this since Shields been booked. Shields does well to win. Back down to Dan Murray. Shields just had to take the foot off the accelerator there because he knew if he gone in and missed the ball he would have been sent off. Gartland now plays the ball up.
And it's dangerous if he doesn't win it.
And it was a good win by Alan Bennett. Bennett now is starting to get cramp in his calf. The ball's played over the top. That's for Boyle to try and win, and Danny Morrissey has to Like, I know he's trying to gamble in case Boyle loses it, but he has to put pressure on Boyle in order for Boyle to make the mistake. Because City start to close up now. It's a long ball there by Boyle up towards Kilduff. Kilduff wins it and knocks it on, and that ball is held up very strangely for Mountney, but City managed to win the ball back. It's with Dunleavy. Dunleavy now comes forward with it. He's coming up against Dane Massey. Dunleavy against Massey. Dunleavy cuts inside, but the ball is just too far ahead of him, and Andy Boyle. Yeah, and he is, but Dan Bennett's covering in. I'm sure Dan Murray can scooch in at centre back. It's not like he doesn't have experience there. Brilliant tackle there by John Dunleavy.
He's on the ball, right?
And a free kick given, and it was that's half time.
The score after 15 minutes of extra time is Cork City 0, Dundalk 0.
Seriously?
I
wouldn't go Sheo, like, they're going to start again. Every time there's a break, somebody has to walk through, like. Something on here at the Aviva Stadium. We'll have a quick turnaround. The players are spent, absolutely spent. We're out on our feet.
Yeah.
We've just got to hope to God that something breaks our way. Yeah. Oh dear God. So Johnny C. rousing the troops. Stephen Kenny had his men in front of the Dundalk fans. Dundalk absolutely dominating this game. They pretty much dominated this game. Extra time, but pretty much the vast majority of the game, apart from that moment where we had the upper hand, where they dominated a lot of the game. We'll start again. Sides are going to swap. City playing into their own fans.
Yeah, imagine the reaction now if there's a goal.
Even just a penalty or something. You just need something to break our way, a mistake or something. We're due a break against Dundalk. Maybe this will be the night. 15 separating Cork City and Dundalk from the FAI Cup. I was going to say Cork City, but that makes it sound like they're ahead, which they're not. We haven't seen anything here. So we will restart the clock. And we will have a proper clock for you for extra time. So you can, the more important one, because it is counting down towards penalties. If we have penalties, we're going to have to do one each. You said you're doing Dundalk, and I'm going to do Cork City. Oh dear goodness. Okay, the only thing though, if we does go to penalties, we do have the best penalty shot stopper in the league.
Apart from me, of course.
In the League of Ireland? Yes. I didn't know you played League of Ireland.
I do, I actually play for Dundalk.
Oh, right.
Right now.
Oh, right.
Match fixing.
Weird. Making sure everyone's ready.
My name is actually Deb Kemp. My name is actually Barry Rogers. I'm his twin.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh.
I also have a habit of dropping things randomly.
So we're off for the second half.
Lumping forward. Yeah.
What's going on here? What are you doing?
Leave it. Ball back to Rogers. Takes a touch. That's dangerous. Danny Martin Morgan. Oh!
Chances, I'm telling you. It's
and that is a warning shot for Gary Rogers. Look at how close this is. Oh. Rogers out long this time. Dan Murray trying to shot back, but instead it goes down a minute. And Buckley in second moment. No one in particular. Here's Dane Massey. That's the forward to Richie Towell. Lovely back here from Towell towards Finn, but can't get there. Dan Murray takes it up. Buckley. Sorry, Kevin O'Connor.
That's poor by O'Connor. It's really disappointing. Oh, Cullum tweeted us earlier to say, I don't know about you can't do another 30 minutes of this. We cannot. We're really struggling. Yeah. This is very hard.
By the fact that I'm actually quite quiet.
Yeah,
I'm
I know.
usually shouting across Kev at
I know.
some stage, but I'm very quiet.
He's gotten further away from me as well.
Yeah.
He's gotten further away. Darryl Horgan now coming forward at it. Horgan's being fronted there by Gary Buckley. Gets around Gary Buckley. Down to the byline. Crosses it in. It's for Richie Towell. And it's 1-0 Dundalk. And I am so sick of saying that over and over again. Darryl Horgan to Richie Towell, who slides it back past Mark McNulty. McNulty is out. City out the halfway line. It is 1-0 Dundalk.
That same combination. And again, it comes down to the lack of fitness. Horgan against Buckley. And Horgan, I mean, look at it here. Look at how far Darryl Horgan goes with that ball. He comes from back at the end of the half. Buckley and Healy, they're not going to chase. Like, it's good finish from Tal.
It is.
It's a very composed finish.
But totally unmarked in the middle of the box again. Oh, I can't believe that. Now City have to score to force penalties.
Yeah.
And you can't say it wasn't deserved.
No, I mean,
you can't say it wasn't deserved. Dundalk have been well on top since the extra time has started. City haven't been able to get a foothold in the game at all.
That's panic now, like, on a better of all players.
So we'll go on. 18 minutes gone in this extra time period, but presumably there'll be added time on top of that. That's played in ahead, taken down by Ross Gaynor, touches poor, goes back to Mark McNulty, who picks it up. McNulty now will roll it. No, he's going to go long.
That's not going to work with Danny Morrissey.
Kicks it long, that's straight to the feet of Billy Denny, who picks it on into the path of Kevin O'Connor. O'Connor now coming up against Shields. And Shields plays it away. Will be a throw-in taken there by Gaynor into Bennett. Bennett now ball over the top, headed in towards Kevin O'Connor, headed away by Richie Towell, the goal scorer. Now on to John Mountney. Mountney said John Dundalk have a chance to break. Brilliant tackle there by Alan Bennett with Colin Healy. Colin Healy now plays in towards Danny Morrissey. Danny Morrissey hits the edge of the box, comes out to Kevin O'Connor. Kevin O'Connor shoots and is blocked down. Comes out to Dan Murray, can't control it. He has to come down and try and win it back. And Shields now plays it away. And that's Kilduff who doesn't win it. It's won by Darren Denny on towards Kevin O'Connor. Kevin O'Connor now takes it away. O'Connor in towards Dan Murray. Dan Murray into, once in against O'Connor. O'Connor gets fouled and it will be a free kick. And Pat McAuliffe, Pat McAuliffe, was making the point earlier. Billy Denny was banished for blasting a free kick over against Keor with a number of players in the box. He did the exact same thing in the first half here. He's standing over this. I think Ross Gaynors is telling him to get away from it. It will be Colin Healy to step over it. Right-footed Colin Healy. Healy has scored in Tala Stadium from a free kick.
He's scored a lot since.
No, he hasn't. But maybe a chance. Dan Murray is standing pretty much like just outside the centre spot. I think he's just going to be a bit of a red herring to try and see if he can put off the Dundalk defence. You want to be careful though he isn't flagged offside, because he is in an offside position. He's just coming back on side there now. Colin Healy, shot off the wall, flex out, Cork City corner.
This is how we're going to score.
Cork City corner, Dan Murray is up.
Can you imagine?
So it is Colin Healy to take it. Colin Healy now comes in.
He's going goalkeeper, that's what Dan Murray usually does now. He's at the back post.
Colin Healy now crosses it in, and it's headed away. Out to the edge of the box. Dan Horgan takes it down. There's a handball. No. Plays it straight out back up to Colin Healy. Healy put the ball back in. It's in towards O'Connor. Knocked out of the box. O'Connor. Another handball. Here's the man who doesn't leave. He hits off the top of the bar. It hits off the crossbar and goes over. And it was Darren Denny with the header. And it was caused for a handball. Ball came down off Gartland.
Galvin is there.
And it came off Denny. And Denny headed it just over.
Oh, it's going to be. That's the second. That's the chance again.
It was back in. Healy with it. I'm not sure. And there's another one there. I'm more concerned about the one there by Andy Boyle that came off. Look at this. This one. Oh no, it's too late. But yeah, 20.
That's what City have to do.
9 minutes left now in the 2015 FAI Cup final. 9 minutes for Cork City to get a goal back. City are starting to get back into it a small bit. Can they get a goal? Dave, the only thing you have to say,
it's going to be a set piece.
If City, well, maybe. But if City were to score now, talk about ridding the momentum totally. Talk about swinging the pendulum. So it is 1-0 Dundalk. Mark McNulty plays up. That's for Gary Rogers out towards to take it. And it's straight at the arms of Rogers. Rogers just hangs on to that. It was too close to the Dundalk goalkeeper. It was good positive goalkeeping also to come out and claim it. Rogers now puts the ball down at his feet. Plays it over the top. That's for Ross Gaynor to try and win. Gaynor does. And Ronan Finn is there to win it, but the ball is kept in play by John Mountney, and he has Ronan Finn there. There's a low ball into Finn, he misses it, and so does Alan Bennett, but it goes out to Gary Buckley.
Now here goes Dunleavy.
And now it's with Dunleavy. Dunleavy, good tackle, wins it towards Marcy. Marcy wins it. Now it's with City. They're breaking forward. It's Kevin O'Connor. He has Billy Denny's outside. Good tackle there by John Mountney. City still on the ball, throwing deep in the Dundalk half. Throws it in. It's for Kevin O'Connor. O'Connor now back to Gaynor. Gaynor has Dan Murray with his hand up in the box. Gaynor cuts inside, gets to the apex of the box. Is still on the outside channel, gives it out to Denny. Denny's crosses four. It's right up in the air. It's for Dan Murray to get underneath. Murray heads it back in. It's brought down for Healy. Oh, and it's blocked down.
Gotta get that man out.
And a good tackle there by Bennett. Oh, but Killoff wins it, but he loses out to Darren Denny. Back to
Alan Bennett's pulled his hamstring.
it's now for Mark McNulty. McNulty, ball over the top. That's now for Healy. Although it's for Murray actually, who's being shoved in the back there by Garland again. It's knocked down there by John Mountney. Only as far as Darren Denny. Denny down to Healy. And Healy being rid of the ball, dawdling on it. Both bundles over Stephen O'Donnell. And it will be a Dundalk free kick. 7 minutes plus whatever added time will be left. 7 minutes left for Cork City to get a goal back. As we see that chance, it was swung in towards Finn, and it was actually a really important interception there by O'Connor, I think it was. Got a touch on it and put the ball behind Finn. Now it's a ball back. Danny Marcy's running onto it, trying to put Garland under pressure, but the ball is good. Boyle now coming forward, and it gives it out left to Dale Massey. Massey now gives it back inside to Andy Boyle. Andy Boyle coming forward and plays the ball over the top towards Kilduff. Mark McNulty is out of his box and just dummies and sees it one out. That's clever goalkeeping there by McNulty, so they have a chance to go again. So it's Mark McNulty with it now. McNulty now plays the ball over the top. That's with Dan Murray and Massey getting in ahead of him. And will it be a free kick to Cork? Yeah, it will be a free kick to Dundalk.
Colin, give him the ball back. Come on.
24 minutes gone. There's less than 6 minutes left. Dundalk leading Cork City 1-0. It's quickly taken by Boyle. No, he's going to be taunted back.
City have to get the ball. Yeah, it is. Dave Massey's running. City have to get the ball.
So Massey will come off to get a new shirt and to get treatment. Dundalk out to 10 again. Andy Boyle
into the corner.
Right over the corner with Ross Gaynor. Does really well to just chest that down to McNulty. Ross Gaynor is City's man of the match. Come to me say. Give it out quickly there by McNulty. In towards Billy Denny. Denny now on to Gaynor. Gaynor now cutting inside. Comes back inside and gives it out to Billy Denny. Billy Denny is John Dunleavy on his right hand side. He also has Ross Gaynor in the middle. Plays it back to Darren Denny. Denny now out left to is that Colin Healy, who's stepping in the left back. Healy now with the long ball over the top. No, it's Anna Bennett. Bennett now knocks over the top. Oh, and it was where Marcy was, but just couldn't get out to the end of it. Less than 5 minutes now. 4.5 minutes as Dane Massey comes back onto the pitch. Massey now, it's Rogers with the ball in his hand. Rogers will kick this out. It's long. Yeah, it is towards Kilduff, but it will be Dunleavy.
Headed on the play, no, it's John Horgan's probably worse. So he can run again.
Horgan's running in on the side defence again. 1-2 with Kilduff. Gives it on to Ronan Finn. Ronan Finn onto Mountney. Mountney with a shot. Deflected away there by Darren Denny. Billy Denny will get this first, but he has two Dundalk men tracking him. He plays down the line. It's good work there by Billy to win it off with Darren Horgan. It will be a Cork City throw-in. So Ross Gaynor now with the throw-in for Cork City.
Someone make a run, please.
Gaynor now throws it over the top. That's knocked on there by Billy Denny. Marcy trying to get at him. He does win it, but loses funny, but will give a free kick. And Dan gets it.
Dan Murray.
So McNulty will take it back into his own half. And City players up for it. Sorry.
Two big men to back.
McNulty now. Oh, that's for Darren Denny trying to get a hand on it, but Rogers too close to the goalkeeper again. And McNulty isn't happy, but you can't really say much. Denny made the best of it he could, but it's put over the top now for Darrell Horgan, who plays a long ball, and McNulty's way out of his box. He's killed off against him. Managed to get a touch on it, high up into the air. It's for Dan Murray to try and win. He does, but can't get it onto Danny Morrissey. Danny Morrissey chasing down the ball, but runs into Garland. Yeah, and it will be a Dundalk with the ball again with Gary Rogers. Rogers now playing the song again. 27 minutes. Well, two clocks have it different. The stadium clock as it is 20 is about 10 seconds ahead of the RT clock. But either way. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, okay. Oh, it's not. What's the play? Look. Oh yeah. Dunleavy will head of the way. It's down to Towell, plays it on to O'Donnell. It's back to Andy Boyle, actually, will take that. Out left to Dane Massey. Massey now with it. Plays inside to Stephen O'Donnell. O'Donnell comes forward at it. On to Darrell Horgan. Nice 1-2. Tries to chip it over the top there for Kilduff. Kilduff tries to win it, but it goes out to John Dunleavy. He's in acres of space here on his own half. If he can hold on to it, yes, he does. Keep the ball in play. Has loads of space. Plays it out long. That's for Danny Morrissey to try and win. And he does manage to outmuscle Richie Towell, but Garland is in there to win. That's with Mountney now. Gives it back to Stephen O'Donnell. O'Donnell to Finn and back to O'Donnell, and then out left to Massey. Massey onto Darrell Horgan. Horgan coming forward with it. Gives it out left to Richie Towell as Colin Healy slips. It's now with Massey into Finn. He gives it back to O'Donnell, and it's just a case now of holding on to position. They only have a minute left plus whatever at a time there is to hold on, so it's just a case of trying to hold on to possession. But City have the ball back with Kevin O'Connor. I can't clear it properly, and Dundalk win the ball back, and City really have lost out an awful lot in midfield tonight. The midfield has not been good enough. It's in with John Mountney. Mountney now, he's at the edge of the box, gives it into Horgan. Horgan loves curling ones from the edge of the box, gives it to Finn, back to Horgan, recycles it back to Chris Shields. Shields now at the right hand side, inside to Horgan. Horgan now on to O'Donnell. O'Donnell comes forward in it. O'Donnell out left to Dane Massey. Massey gives it back to O'Donnell. O'Donnell back to Boyle and on to Brian Gartland. Garland now out left to Stephen O'Donnell.
20 seconds.
Yep, this is a free kick. It's from 35 yards out. It's Billy Dennehy. If Billy Dennehy blasts this over, if he blasts this over the bar, then Billy Dennehy will never be allowed to come back to Cork.
Line up for notes. Line up for notes on a play.
It's crossed in. Dundalk still holding a high line. He needs to get it in around the penalty spot there. He's a couple of men at the back post. Dan Murray's there. Lifted in. It's up towards Healy. We're heading away. It's out towards Dan Murray to get that on it. He can't. Kilduff comes away with it. Kevin O'Connor wins it. Wins a free kick. No, this is a free kick in a very dangerous position. It is literally 20 yards out, 25 yards, 20 yards out from goal at the edge. Oh.
Lay it off and let someone have a thing.
Oh. I say throw it in and everyone go down. See if we can get a penalty. And it's Colin Healy stepping over it. Mark McNulty also seems to want to step over it.
Yes.
I'm not sure. I think Mark McNulty wants to know whether he should go up or not. Johnny C is telling him. Tyson telling him get in. So Mark McNulty is now in the box. Imagine if Mark McNulty scored the equaliser.
What happens if Healy shoots now, like?
He needs to get it on target. If Healy shoots and it's on target, Healy swings it in. It's in for Denny. Knocked away. It's down. It's out towards Buckley. And that's score by Buckley. And that is the cup final, ladies and gentlemen. You can chalk this one down. There was a chance. It was Buckley who tried to swing it back in. It was knocked down there off the head of Boyle. Wasn't a handball there by Boyle. And Buckley swings it away, and that will be full time. So
I'm sick of Dundalk. I'm absolutely sick of them.
So Dundalk fans celebrating, City fans silent. That's full time.
The score at full time is Cork City 0, Dundalk 1. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Dundalk, the 2015 Irish Daily Mail FAI Cup winners. We will shortly begin the presentation ceremony, and supporters are requested to stay in their seats to show their appreciation for today's teams and match officials.
Right. You don't want to listen to us, and we don't want to talk to you. So, That's it. 120 minutes of football, and once again it's Richie Tell who has been Cork City's downfall. City players are out on their feet. You can't ask anything more of them. Extremely proud of the effort that City put in today. There have definitely been naiveties. There's been mistakes, both tactically and technically. But at the end of the day, the better team won. City will regroup. There are changes afoot. We're bringing in new players to challenge again. It was a milestone day for the club, and one that has ultimately ended up in disappointment. But City will be back. Expect to see us back here very soon for the next time we get to a cup final. We have Europe next season. We'll most certainly do better than that we did this season. We've got to look at the positives, but from here, from the Aviva Stadium, unfortunately, again,